What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the stream. We are back live with the T5S2 Season 4 Team Showdown. Team Uwu versus Value Town. The top two teams from the Season 4 T5S2 standings. We're 1-1 so far in the Team Showdown. Out of 5, we're playing a best of 5 today. Both these teams have chosen 5 of their best and brightest to go up against each other. They've been paired through a team tournament pairing process by their team captains, and they've decided that these are going to be the best matchups for them, giving them the best chance to win all of those delicious, valuable bragging rights that go with winning this first ever Team Showdown. Hope everyone gets some hypes in chat here as we move on to this game. It is an Eldari off. We have over here in the red, representing Team Value Town, Ferris, with his thick city Drukhari. Look at all these racks huddled up in here. Versus over on the other side of the table, a faction that is much maligned. I'm sure very soon to be much maligned for a different reason once they get their updated 9th edition codex. But we have Jonathan representing Team Uwu, playing pure Craftworld Eldari. Jonathan was actually seen a lot on the channel recently.
Die, scum!
Dr. Dudson here, displaying his feelings for both these factions, I guess. Brutal. Jonathan, we've seen quite a bit on the channel recently. He's been in a lot of T5S2 pod finals with his Craftworld Eldari, doing very well. Actually came in number 2 spot in the Season 4 rankings going into the Invitational, which, by the way, if you have forgotten, starts next week. We officially starts on Friday. Pairings go live, and we will be streaming players' games from the group stage basically all the way through the next week and a half or so as we move towards the Invitational semi and grand finals, or quarter, semi, and grand finals on February 11th and 12th. So that's very exciting. But Jonathan looking strong to make it to that elimination stage, given that he's been absolutely killing it with these Craftworld Eldar. Really showcasing a consummate knowledge of the faction. But we'll see what he can do against the meta army that is the thickest of cities over here. We'll talk about the players list real quick as we go through it. Exclamation point lists in chat, by the way, if you want to follow along, you'll be able to get those. And also, while we're talking about chat commands, I also want to throw a shout out to our sponsors, 3D6 Wargaming, where you can get actually these cool little objective markers in real life, in person. Isn't that cool? As well as GameMats.eu. Both of them phenomenal sponsors. GameMats, use the code TT10 at checkout if you want 10% off, which is pretty cool. They have sponsored the official Invitational, but we'll give them a couple shout outs here in the Team Challenge. Anyway, let's talk about some lists. Ferris over here on the left-hand side of the table is bringing a patrol detachment. It says Cult of Strife here. It's actually an error on the list. It should be Artists of Flesh. Custom Homunculus Coven, to the shock of everyone, I'm sure. That's bringing a Master Homunculus, so an Alchemical Maestro, so he'll be able to respawn himself. He's got an Animus Vitae as well, so the grenade he can throw to potentially enhance the Power from Pain level of the army by 1. We have 3 units of Racks, 5 Racks apiece, 2 units of Grotesques in that detachment, just 4 Grotesques each, as well as 1 unit of Talos. That's followed up by a second patrol detachment, also out of Artists of Flesh. That one's led by Drazar, who is the Warlord, so he's going to get his full reroll Warlord trait, making him an absolute powerhouse. 3 more units of Racks, these time 10 Racks apiece with Ossifactors, giving them access to not only a good gun, but also Fire and Fade, which allows them to move up the table pretty quickly if they need to. Or Never Stationary, I guess, is what it's called for Drukhari. As well as 2 additional Talos units, 3 Talos apiece. Not really seeing the Chronos that we often see in these lists. Just going all Talos. We have a 3rd detachment, this one out of Cabal of the Black Heart. So we have access to Agents of Vect. That has another unit of Racks who will not get the sub-faction ability, so they are not -1 damage. But it's being led by an Archon. A Master Archon with Ancient Evil, so he can make people fight last. As well as the Jin Blade to wound himself, but also have a 3 damage sword, which is pretty good. And the ability to fight twice with that Master Archon ability. Pretty classic Drukhari build We have a lot of super tanky, super hard-hitting units that, as soon as they get to that level 2 of Power from Pain where they can advance charge, suddenly become very quick. Moving over to Jonathan's list. Jonathan is bringing a single battalion detachment out of Craftworlds, or a battalion plus a patrol, I believe. Spearhead, excuse me. Battalion plus a spearhead. The battalion detachment is using the Hunters of Ancient Relics, as well as Expert Crafters ability, sub-faction ability. Expert Crafters gives the detachment that beautiful reroll 1 hit and wound roll every time they attack, which means this MSU-style Eldari tends to be very efficient with its attacks. The Hunters of Ancient Relics will give everything +1 attack while they're within 3 inches of an objective marker, making them that much more deadly when they're actually fighting in the important areas of the table. That's bringing a Spirit Seer, who is the Warlord. See, with Seer of the Shifting Vector, giving her access to a couple of extra rerolls. She's also got Fauchil's Wing to give her fly. Yvrain from Ynnari, there to throw out some additional smites, essentially. 3 units of 5 Dire Avengers, with the Bladestorm for exploding 6s, 3 units of Shining Spears as well, 1 unit of 5, 2 units of 3. And we have seen Jonathan use those pretty effectively just to go trade on objectives. They have access to that +1 attack, obviously, from the sub-faction ability. And they can really just splatter people, especially small units that are sitting on objectives. There's also 2 Wraith Seers in that detachment, both with D cannons. And they've traded out their smites for Witch Strike, which is going to bring their big sword to an impressive D3 plus 5 damage once that Witch Strike is active, which is it's a lot. It's a lot of damage once those guys get in. Plus, they have access to that +1 attack from Hunters of Ancient Relics if they're on an objective, so these guys can really cut tanks in half if they get up in there. We have that second detachment, Spearhead detachment, this one using Masterful Shots, which is going to allow the detachment to ignore cover, which just makes all of the small arms shooting in it that much more effective. We're bringing an Autark for a reroll 1's aura, as well as a Farseer Skyrunner. Get that sweet, sweet doom off on some people. 3 units of Dire Avengers, all with Bladestorm again, as well as 1 unit of Swooping Hawks to perform some Retrieve Octarius data. 3 units of Dark Reapers, all of them with Tempest Launchers on the Exarch. Those are 3 Dark Reapers apiece with Rain of Death, allowing them to reroll the number of attacks they make with that Tempest Launcher. So 2d6 blasting, strength 4, indirect fire. Gunshots, especially against these little rack units, is going to chew them up pretty quickly. Alongside a Night Spinner. Night Spinner, a little bit less useful. Certainly good against the racks, but the minus some damage on that Artist of Flesh detachment is going to make the 2 damage attacks on the Night Spinner significantly less impactful. That said, with no anti-psyker abilities on the Drukhari side of the table, or no denies, I should say, they do have that sweet stratagem that lets their homunculus poop out some mortal wounds onto psychers, but that's about it. That's all they got. That does mean that the volume of single damage shooting that the Eldari list is bringing, alongside those fill rerolls from Doom, has the potential, especially if you can get some mortal wounds out of the Psychers as well, to cut through these big, heavily armored Talos pretty quickly. We have seen, we've seen these Dire Avengers really chew up even heavily armored stuff with good and vulnerable saves, as soon as that Doom becomes active. So it's pretty brutal once everything gets going. The whole Wombo combo was assembled, and they go absolutely ham. Good stuff. Let me know in chat who people are rooting for. Our prediction just finished over over on Twitch. 73% in for Craftworlds. Hot damn! The chat's chat's really loves Tweemoo over here. Somebody dumping all their points on Jonathan. Oh, we got Dr. Dudes in chat. Tom Sawyer in chat. Everybody dropping points on Jonathan. Well, pressure's on for Jonathan. I know he feels relatively confident in the matchup, and given that he has, he's made it to a lot of pod finals, and Thick City is a list that you absolutely will have to have beaten in order to get that far, means that I think he's probably pretty confident playing this matchup out. So I'm excited to see this one, chat. 2 of my favorite players in the series. And we are still, I should remind you again, we are at a tied score for these two teams.
That's good.
Which means that these remaining 3 games are going to be very important. Here's the roll to go first. I think hoping for a Craftworlds turn 1. Drukhari turn 1 gets really awkward.
You got a 3. Go first.
Yep, cool. Good luck, enjoy.
Yes, you as well. I'm just going to see if I want to redeploy. Probably not. I think I'm pretty much
looks
happy
like
where I'm
Jonathan
at.
won it. So that gives the Eldari a little bit of breathing room, because they can sit back and start to pick away at some of these Drukhari units
Unfortunately, no.
Oh,
You could
from long range.
That one.
And
yeah, the one Cabal.
Yeah.
Poison tongue.
Yeah. All right, so we're just.
they don't have to worry about the turn 2 or the top of turn 2 advance and charge into their entire front line. So yeah, we're going to see a defensive position from Jonathan here. He has taken engage on the fronts, I do want to point out. So he is incentivized a little bit to move forward. Ferris over here with Stranglehold, Vital Ground, Assassination, which is a pretty common one against these Psyker-focused Craftworlds lists that Jonathan likes to play. But not super reliable, given that he can play the Psykers very defensively. So we are going to see this super defensive position from the Dire Avengers. They're going to fill in the backspace here. So even if we see a huge charge from a Talos unit, there's not really any way they can get around. And assuming that Jonathan doesn't overcommit any of his Shining Spears here, there's going to be nothing to Anna's Vitae, so we're probably not going to have advance and charge. So even that big charge, because the Talos don't go through walls, is going to be pretty tough on Ferris' side of the table. But that is the benefit of going first against the thick city Drukhari build, is you get a turn to position before the advance and charge turns on. So you basically allow the you're allowed to take 2 rounds of shooting into the heart of the Drukhari army before anything goes off. The offensive position from the Drukhari also means that we could potentially see turn 1 Doom, since the Doom does ignore line of sight, which can turn on even just the small arms on the Dark Reapers potentially into some of these big, more heavily armored units. Yeah, we're getting those Raciers in with that indirect fire as well. From a lore standpoint, it is a little funny that Eldari's power relies in their stationary artillery platforms, but you know what? If it works, it works on the tabletop. Especially a codex as old as Eldari, or Craftworld Eldar, I should say. It is very cool that they do have a build that's continuing to do well. How does the structure in the deployment zones work? It is obscuring, chat. Yep. So what we'll probably see from these players is that, Ferris does have just an entire unit of Talos on this objective, which is probably not going anywhere. But we do see the Spirits here, being character protected from the models in the back and standing on the objective. So despite the fact that, there isn't much shooting in the Drukhari army to begin with, but even once they get up in there, it's going to be difficult for Ferris to grab that objective away.
Yeah.
So this is a good spot to keep your objective holders or your bodyguards for your characters, as they can hold the objective in the back with impunity.
No. Throw my grenade at.
Yeah, which I don't plan on. So.
I might just throw it at myself.
Here, Rack Unit, take this.
Yeah, it feels like something the Covens would do.
The faction is Astra
probably not wrong.
Mil Eldarum, Dr. Dudes.
And I'll just say it now so I don't forget.
Fair enough.
I'll just have ink, I guess.
They do have lots of double moving infantry with a 5-up save and artillery. It's basically just Astra Militarum.
So they're actually just gonna.
You're good.
Literally no difference.
Just gonna go like this, and I'll put the Shining Spears on this.
It's almost like you're trying to slow me down.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I am excited to see the Dark Reapers in action, chat. We'll see if their little shots deal too much damage, but certainly those Exarchs just being able to let fly for the entirety of the game is going to be pretty good.
Get line of sight to the Talos. Well, also, let's see, 36 from like these guys. It's like here. What's the back one?
Now, I almost wonder about Jonathan's target priority here. His units are a little bit more effective against the racks on his opponent's side of the table, especially the ones that are not in the homunculus aura. So the racks on this top left side are going to be pretty tough because they'll benefit from that +1 toughness from the master homunculus. The ones on the bottom side are maybe easy prey for Jonathan's shooting, which does mean that he can potentially try to focus fire those guys down and remove that objective secured on that side of the table. One of the benefits of Jonathan's list is with that absolute mess of Dire Avengers he has is that he actually he very much has the monopoly on objective secured almost in the game. If he can start to remove some racks, then these big Talos and grotesque units don't hold objectives that well against Dire Avengers. They can kill them, for sure, and try to body block them off the objective, but they don't actually have objectives secure themselves, so all it takes is one little Dire Avenger with its little tiny 25 mil base to touch that objective, and suddenly it's not theirs anymore.
Probably not going to get a Jinx turn 1. If I want to, I'd have to, like, go up here.
That seems reasonable.
No, I'm good.
Go get him, sir, it's here.
Here. You can definitely get a Doom, though. Which, let's make sure we do that. Can do any of those. Alright. The Autarch will park himself on this objective.
There's a glorious little shooting battery for the Autarch here. He can hold the objective with impunity and give rerolls to every single one of his artillery pieces.
Within 3 inches of
it's going to be pretty brutal.
Okay. These Shining Spears will just come up a bit. And then I'll just move these White Dire Avengers up a smidge as well.
So there's the castle formed, chat. And it may be that with this defensive position, as long as Jonathan is
I think
that's
confident in taking another turn off of fighting for those center objectives, he may even be able to block the Talos charging for 2 turns, which could be very difficult.
So we're good there.
For the Drukhari to get around.
Okay, so no turn 1 charges for you. Alrighty. Let's go to Psychic.
Just because of these big walls that are going to be body blocking them physically.
Let's do. Would have been nice to be able to like restrain this stuff. Let's just do a Doom.
I'm gonna vect that.
You're gonna vect my Doom. We do Doom. Doom's gonna go on to the uncolored.
So there go the Doom. Yeah. The first Doom of the game. Successfully cast.
It's the only psychic power we have to do. Protect's not gonna do anything.
I've got some little tokens, so I'll put a little token on there.
That would be great, thank you.
Look at these gorgeous tokens.
Non-range
with
there.
lighting effects and everything, chat.
Can't do anything. So yeah, that will be the psychic phase done.
Thoros with the sub. Thank you so much.
Where do we start? Let's start with the red Dark Reapers, I guess. We'll shoot 2 big missiles at the Talos in the middle, and then the Exarch is going to go into the Doomed Grotesques.
Okay.
So 2 big missiles first. 3s and 3s. In the box, please, game. With crafters. 2.
The 5s.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's 1.
It'll be
Goes
2
down
damage.
2.
Yep.
Okay, takes 1.
Okay, and then how many shots to the Grotesques? We get 8. 3s. Okay.
Ooh.
5s. And rerolling. That many involves.
6s. And 5s.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
3.
1 goes down to 1.
Yep.
All right. Chipping away.
Next Dark Reaper unit, same thing.
With that indirect fire.
So missiles first.
Trying to kill these grotesques. It is much easier to get that early damage here on the grotesques because they're only going to be saving on 6s rather than 5s against that AP2 shooting, like the
so 4
like
damage.
the Talos would be.
Okay, takes 1.
Nice. And then Exarch gets 10 shots. All right. Good quantity so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get those good
Threes.
rolls out early.
Oh.
There we go. Jinxed
For the
you.
grafters.
Yikes!
And
5 twos
fives
to miss that,
with
but
Doom.
that is a good wound
One
roll
more.
for going through. Chipping away these grotesques. Yeah.
Okay, kills one.
Drops 1 to half.
And there goes down to 2.
And then next set of missiles, same thing. Reroll 1s. 1 hit. And 1 wound. It's good.
Nice.
Nice. And then Exarch. In the box.
Ooh.
We'll reroll that quantity with this Exarch power.
Ooh.
3 shots. 3s.
Finally, we're coming back a little bit in
5s.
averages here.
With Doom.
These wound rolls,
the
though,
box,
hot
please.
damn.
2.
Calm down, Dark Reapers.
Okay.
Into 2 invulnerable saves.
Dark Reapers not do as much as I would have liked.
Yeah.
Night Spinner will shoot at that same grotesque unit that's doomed.
It's a little bit of a
How
roller
many
coaster.
shots? 11. Alright, that's pretty good.
There you go.
3s. Reroll 1 to extra crafters.
Nice.
And 3s with Doom. They're all 6-ups, so.
Yep.
And then 1 damage.
Monster roll from the Night Spinner there, though.
Okay, Night Spinner, okay. So
Yeah.
another
Pops another
grotesque and a
2.
half.
Ooh, boy.
Yeah. Cool. That's pretty good.
That was very good. Night Spinner really popped off there. Raciers, let's do... first one is going to shoot at the red grotesques. Yeah. So, D3. For 1. On a 3. Hits. On a 2. Wounds. No. So damage is... Please, game. 1. I'll CP reroll that. 2.
Yeah,
Take
6 1. On the reds, yeah.
Yep. And then other racers, same thing. 1 shot. Hits and wounds. Nope. So 4 damage.
Can we get 1 grotesque with 2 raciers, champ? Downside of those wraith, or the D-cannons, excuse me. Oh,
Ooh.
jeez.
6 1.
Downside of the
These guys are
is that
these
they,
guys are a little bit more durable. Um,
are very swingy.
that's all I got.
It's the random number of shots into random damage.
Oh,
is,
wow.
always,
Look at my first rod and pass turn to you.
always exciting. To
Do you
roll.
need morale on those grotesques or?
That's a good question. Leadership 8, lost 3, so yeah, I guess
Yeah.
on a 6.
Roll a 6 for me.
Okay.
Let's see it.
Oh, sorry.
It's too
I tried.
brave.
I know you did. I appreciate it.
Okay, cool. So my turn. So what do I want to do?
So a bit of a quiet turn for Jonathan. We did basically vaporize 1 grotesque unit.
I want to build a house like you built because they look really cozy in there.
And tickle another one. But maybe not as much damage as Jonathan was hoping, especially out of those raciers. They spiked a little bit low, although we did see that Night Spinner pop off in a big way. What's in reserve, chat? We have a unit of Rax for Ferris. Over for Jonathan, we have a unit of Swooping Hawks. To get those Retrieve Octaria's datas.
Right, let's start off with an advance on these red racks.
Sure.
5-man unit. Okay, gets the juicy
Now, the downside
6.
of that defensive play from Jonathan is it means he is going to cede this control of the center objectives. And he is going to have to move up to start fighting these Drukhari on
Will be one to actually
this the vital ground in the center. Obviously, in addition to getting those primary objective points for holding those middle objectives, Ferris is also going to be scoring on that vital ground, which will get him 2 points at the end, or at the start of his turn, excuse me, in his command phase if he's holding any of the objectives, for each of the objectives outside his deployment zone. 3 if he's able to get to the one in Jonathan's deployment zone.
Cool.
Which,
This
for a
side,
game plan that's probably mostly
advance
going to be
the-
predicated on sitting the majority of his army on these 2 center objectives, seems like it's going to be pretty good.
This guy's a tractor, isn't he? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, the
Away.
for the reason that we don't see multiple
Oh, this is
units in the
five-man
webway there for
I was
Craftworlds
gonna
Eldar
roll
is
another
that
6 on the advance.
the Shining Spears
Almost.
I'm gonna
can
have to
pick
show
themselves,
you
or no, excuse me,
You're
the
gonna have
swooping
to
hawks
CP there.
can pick themselves back up and deep strike again. So, assuming that the Drukhari is going to be mostly pushing forward, which is probably going to be the case, the swooping hawks can jump in one corner, do their Octaria's data, and then jump in another corner. On the subsequent turn. It also gives them the ability to kind of jump around super late game, whereas, you know, oftentimes rounds 1 through 3 you'll be screening. If those swooping hawks come in early, they can be bouncing around your back line turns 4 and 5, which not a lot of armies have the capacity to screen out later. A real strong Retrieve Octaria's Data-ing unit over here. So we do have a bit of a light committal to the center of the table from Ferris. He definitely wants to force his opponent to waste his models attacking those racks. Ferris is going to win this game essentially through attrition.
And then the
as powerful as the Eldari indirect is, and their their alpha striking capability with the Shining Spears is okay, certainly mitigated by the Prophets of Flesh detachment ability. They do essentially die immediately as soon as they touch those objectives. So as long as Ferris can force Jonathan into making these trades for the center objectives, he can be gaining that ground. And the last thing you want to do is expose the Talos too early and open yourself up to a Doom and then a bunch of Dire Avengers vaporizing it.
I know, it's biased.
And then he goes like that. Oh, so I just advanced them, right? So
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
that.
Yep.
And the Archon's going to come up here. Okay. Then I think this task is going to come over.
So I imagine what we see here from Jonathan is maybe committing a single Dire Avenger unit to stand on that center objective,
Do I want
to contest it at the very least, and then try to remove those racks with the Dire Avengers and Smites, potentially. So that he doesn't have to move
So
too
these
much
are
out
the light blue ones.
into
I'm so fixated on this
charge
strat now. I
range.
need to get over it. Okay, I think yeah, let's advance up with the yellows as well.
Sure.
Okay, 3. So that'll get him on 2.
Not as speedy as their friends, but
no.
they're trying.
So Ferris definitely going to be trying to hold this objective down. He does have the homunculus here, so the additional toughness from his aura on the racks is going to make them a lot harder to move for especially all of the strength 4 Eldari attacks that they have. So Jonathan may just need to cede this
Let's
objective
advance with the red
him.
Talos.
or use a single unit of Dire Avengers to body block off these racks so they don't move any farther forward and kill what he can.
So I go 10 to there. Guess, yeah, your Dark Reapers can't really see me. And you'd have to go some to...
Might be able to see... No, probably not. Nope. Yep.
Yeah. I think we'll do that.
Makes sense.
One thing I have enjoyed about
Oh, I need to not...
this formula for the Battle Lines mission is that it
That is important.
it
But
does
it's model by model, isn't it? So just go
create
in
these
there.
very interesting kind of
That's okay.
hard flanking plays.
Okay, then I think all these guys are just gonna move up
Makes sense to me.
like this. Chat for the candles. Oh dear. What are we doing? There we go. Okay, so this guy, he wants 6 on him. And if he goes there... Three... Hold this guy over...
You'll just have to come forward a bit more.
Yeah, is he out? I think he's on it. Okay. I think you're measuring to...
Oh, yeah, the snap doesn't work. Yeah, no, you're good.
Yeah.
You're good.
Okay.
Just
And then...
homunculus base.
He could just top over here to get healed up.
Mm-hmm.
Removing all that damage.
All that work
that
for nothing.
The Dark Reapers spent so much time trying to inflict.
Just want to see if that's worth doing, actually.
We're sorry,
'cause-
Dark Reapers. All
well,
your
I'm
work
not
is
gonna
for
hide
naught.
from you anyway. Okay, and then it comes that. Yeah, I think that's okay. And then Drazar will advance.
Sure.
Yep. And
I appreciate the sound effects for Drazar.
Rax will advance.
I sort of imagine Drazar's swords make kind of a sproing sound when he hits you with them, like one of those inflatable flappers they have at concerts and stuff sometimes.
I guess should I just go?
Or at
you know,
sporting
I'm
events?
not screening you at all. But
I
we
mean-
don't worry about that.
To be fair, I don't think you'd really be able to.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's my turn. I think because I can't shoot you, I can't see anything,
No.
I can't charge you.
Nope.
So yeah,
Okay.
you're right.
Very good.
I do get stranglehold though. Woo!
You sure do. I get 5 primary. If you just want to flip the turn.
Oh yeah.
All right. So let's see. I kill these guys.
And the Talos
Should
gets
be
you,
able
right?
to. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Maybe not.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So he's auto heals 3.
Yeah,
So he's up to 8.
It's pretty good. Pretty good ability. Let's see. So, Dark Reapers come over here and shoot Rax. That seems good. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 models on it.
There's an Autark who's
Yeah.
very
I'll
camouflaged to the terrain
advance
chat.
pink. You don't have any way to make Rax heroic, right?
No.
I think so. Okay.
The gray and white Autark on the gray and white marble
Yeah.
background.
So they're just gonna advance.
He's actually a
into this
striking scorpion
quarter.
Autark because he's so good at hiding in
Basically.
terrain. Yep. So it looks like here comes the Dire Avengers to stand on the objective.
6, yeah.
There are
I need to
5
look.
racks, so they can contest if they're all there. There it is.
Hello, Rax. How are we today? Am I too close to this guy?
Yeah, I don't know whether you can do it with this guy here.
I think I can.
Yeah, trying to get
I think
engaged on all
this guy can just
fronts.
come over this way a bit. Like that. And then he can
Trying as
come
hard
up
as we
a bit, and
can.
He can come over here a bit. And he can go over there.
It's a very precise play there.
Perfect.
Perfection.
Yeah, you got it.
Very nice.
So I'll do that.
So we're going to get engaged on all fronts and automatically hold down that objective.
So at the very least, we're going to contest. So I don't have to worry about killing everything here. So I'll roll in advance for orange.
We don't see the
6. So they can
the
go
rack
13.
healing warlord trait on the homunculus, which would make it very awkward to hold down that objective because you kill any racks and suddenly they could potentially pop an additional model on the objective. But we do have Master Regenerist on that guy instead.
We will... Roll advance for the teal Dire Avenger. I don't think they have to. I don't think they want to, no. I'll just move up like this and just toe on the objective. All of them. Just this.
Yep, so Dire Avenger is just going up to buy as much time as they can.
Might as well do that. See, I mean, we could do this, but that doesn't feel smart.
It's going to be interesting the role that these Shining Spears play in this game for Jonathan, given how hard they get nuked by the Prophets of Flesh, or by the Artists of Flesh, excuse me. Detachment ability.
I don't think I can get in combat with you there now.
Trying to knock one grotesque off. Please. I want to
Could
charge
get
that
caught
one
with
guy.
Here.
Yeah, chat, this is TTS, yep.
Probably not.
You
gonna
can,
be able to pull this off.
if you're not already there, you can join us if you want to play
5-man, but
over on our Discord. ! Discord in the chat will get you there. Also, ! How to play, all one word, will get you to a YouTube playlist that has all of the instructions on playing 40k and 40k on TTS. So if you want a little bit of an intro to the system. This is, for the folks who are new, this is the T5S2 Team Showdown. The T5S2 series is a global series of online events, both run on the Tactical Tortoise server, but also a bunch of other servers. And we hold or track rankings for biannual seasons and run a big invitational event for the top 16 at the end of each year. That's happening next week, but in the interim, what we're showcasing here are the top 2 teams from the standings fighting off against each other, each with 5 players trying to win a best of 5. They went through a pairing process at the beginning, so their team captains paired them up against each other in the most favorable way they could get, and now we're going to see which team is truly better at that team game.
Go like that. Finish off the walls.
So far, it's 1-1 from our games that we streamed yesterday, and we'll be streaming tomorrow and on Saturday as well.
And purple will rotate around.
Clearly Value Town.
Fill in that gap.
We'll see. Looks like Jonathan electing not to move on to Objective 2. He does have to be a little cognizant of the clock. He's,
bring in my void driving bomber now.
we're kind of
Please no.
we're kind of taking a lot. Yeah, the bomber would be pretty brutal in this matchup. It's a lot of kind of blank action.
Yeah,
for
I think
Jonathan
in hindsight
so
it would be good to add a... This list is a bit one-dimensional. So
Right.
Haven't done a
Just
team
have some
tournament
tools,
before,
you know,
chat,
we'll see.
for Value Town.
So let's
Wow.
see, they can go 8 and potentially advance.
So I think at the start of the new season, we'll probably be planning another team
He's
event
like 22
for
inches
the
away.
Tactical Tortoise server.
So you would
We'll
need
hope
like
to
a
see Value Town there.
pretty big. So down to 16. So you need 16 on 3d6. It's not very likely, but also probably not worth the risk. So
I got 14.
almost there.
So it looks
These
like we are
Shining
going to
Spears
commit
would
a
look like
Shining Spear
this.
unit to try to knock off that one remaining Grotesque. A body block some of the
There, and then
the
charge
movement
there,
of the
potentially.
remaining Grotesque unit. And see if we can't score that big 3 for engage. We didn't score any points for engage for the Craftworlds on turn 1. So Jonathan is looking to make up some points here.
These shiny spears a bit to make some space.
He does have to get rid of this rack squad, otherwise he has the potential, or he potentially gives up a 15-point primary to Ferris,
We'll do that.
holding 2-to-1 objectives. We'll see how much these other Dire Avengers are able to do, how much damage they're able to deal.
Spirit Seer will stay in here, so she can jinx some stuff. Braciers, which one is Quicken? You are Quicken. I mean, it would be really nice to get some smites off of these guys from your brain. Really nice. So, like, if she's here, you could definitely see them. Oh, she can for
I don't think you can see them there.
with their sword.
Yeah, if you come down.
Oh yeah, you're right. Where can she see them from?
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, thanks, Oiren.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was this was my first time in Alpha League. It was
she can't see them anymore.
it was a fun time.
And then we're 19 inches away from you, so that's way too close for my liking.
Come further forward, you can get angle for more smites.
No, I'm good. She'll just back up to here, I think. These Dire Avengers will come over here. They want to do the box. Continue the box. The Farseer will hang out here. She can do her stuff. Spirit Seer is pretty happy there. This race here is going to come back. Just going to go back 8 to here, more or less. How is our range there? I want to be a bit further, a bit closer to you. Okay. That works. You should move the Ossifactors, don't really care. You should move Talisman. No, because you can't see over that. The only way you can see him is from here. So, okay, that's fine. And then this racer's just going to back up a smidge. He just wants to be 18 from these guys. Okay, that works. Dark Reapers. We want to put missiles over here, so we're looking at like this line here, so like kind of something like that. So we'll shuffle the Exarchs up a bit.
I like that the
And then
Exarchs
just
form
put
their
the
own clique
missiles
out of
on
the Dire Avenger pod. Like, they're all talking smack about the regular Dire Avengers that have the one-barreled missile launchers. They're on their own lunch table, you know.
Next turn. I don't really like that. So I think we'll just back. Oh, we had so much movement. Just not in the terrain, basically. But then we're not getting rerolls. Yeah, we want to keep them in reroll range, so let's move the Autarch as far over as you can get.
Yeah, Chet, the
That's 6
maps that we're playing
so.
for the Team Showdown are the new ones for Season 5. They are still very much in a beta phase, so they're seeing a lot of changes pretty rapidly right now, and they're not all complete yet. But we are playing the ones that we have. If you are interested in playing them, you can find them. They're linked in the Tactical Tortoise Discord, !Discord if you haven't been there. In the T5S2 general chat,
Cool.
we do have an ongoing discussion about the beta
like
maps.
These. Like these. Okay. And then these shiny spheres are gonna move 22 over this way.
So Jonathan just wholesale abandoning this top right-hand side of the table. It's been a very, very deliberate movement phase from Jonathan. He does have to position very carefully this turn, because this is the turn that Advance and Charge will turn on for
I'll just rod with
the Power from Pain chart.
4 infantry squads here.
Yeah, sure.
Then
So he has to make sure that he doesn't get randomly Advance and Charged into, and that sort of ends the world. And certainly this is the lightest committal up in the top right that he had, but I do wonder if it will make his engage in all fronts a little bit tougher for the future.
Alright, we'll start the race here. He's going to cast Restrain. No. I'll CP reroll that. Nope. It's okay. Spirit Seer will cast Jinx.
Oof.
She does. She perils, though. That's fine. She's
One of the
gonna
reasons
put
that
it
we do
on
bring a
to-
Spirit Seer is so that, unlike a Warlock, it doesn't have a chance to die to a Perils of the Warp, which I'm sure Jonathan is pretty excited about now. Although now she could. Down to 3 wounds.
Got a little jinx thing there as well, so. You know?
Perfect. This back racer would have been nice about protecting these guys, but out of range. We'll cast Protect with them anyways. It does. We'll put it on the red Dark Reapers in case.
Okay.
Awesome. In case you can somehow shoot them. Didn't take them out. No. Just the Farseer. She'll cast Doom. Goes off onto Red Grotesques.
Mhm.
We'll cast Executioner. We'll reroll both with her Runes of the Farseer. Nope. Unfortunate. That's okay. Yeah. That is my... That's my second phase all done, I think. So we'll go into shooting. We'll do the Shiny Spears into the racks. They're T4, right? Yeah.
T4, yeah. Hang on a sec. Do I want to use the Hunt from the Shadows? No.
Yeah, you could.
No, I'm not going to bother. Because
No?
you're -4
The
anyway.
spears, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll start with the XX Spear. Hits. We'll crafters that. It wounds.
Go through.
Just 1 damage because these guys are the -1 damage,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Kills one.
Okay, and then the other spears. Both hits.
All right, Shining Spears. Can we kill
And
5
we run
racks?
trees.
We believe in you
1
guys. Nope.
3.
Not looking
Saves.
great.
Then we got 12 shurikens on 3s. I do have a hit reroll still. And then 4s.
Well,
6.
maybe. We believe in you guys.
Oh, I should have slowed.
Actually, you didn't roll a 5 anyways, so you're good.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Cool. Okay.
Feel the pains.
1 guy survives.
1 left.
What a boss.
Alright, I guess we're charging home. Be that way. Let's do some Dark Reapers. Yeah, so red Dark Reapers will go, so we'll shoot 2. Oh, these are the Black Heart ones. I can see them. We'll shoot 2 small missiles at the Black Heart racks.
So
then the
unfortunate
excerpt
that
can go
we
to
may
Red
have to
Grotesques.
commit the
So
Shining
2 small missiles
Spears
first,
into
4
that
shots,
single
we get on 3s.
rack in the center there, but we do have to get rid of that objective
Reroll 1s at the
for
crafters.
Ferris.
And we wound on 4s because they're in the toughness pool. We'll crafters 1. 2 wounds.
Did you get you got in the 6 fold?
Yeah.
Oh, you did.
I
I
got them all in. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So 2 runes, 6s.
And then just reroll successes.
So yeah. Oh yeah. I got to do it individually, right?
No, you can just reroll successful Feel No Pains. So like if you roll a 5, then you just reroll.
Oh
and
yeah,
it's-
I'm with you. Okay.
Yeah. And then, yeah, just reroll that one. So,
Hey.
just
The
one.
boss.
And then the Exarch gets how many shots? 8.
So trying to peel
into
down
grotesques,
this
we got
grotesque unit
threes.
here. They are wounded from
Reroll
last turn.
ones.
They are doomed and jinxed.
Wound on 5s.
Ooh.
Rerolling with Doom.
See that reroll go through?
4 wounds, or yeah, just 4 wounds that go through on the grotesque because of Jinx.
Oh,
Get that feel no pain to keep him alive, though?
Yep, so
Just
5
feel no
ups.
pains. Yep.
Yeah.
Kill a grotesque.
Nice.
Yeah, so 1.
That's a good
that
shot.
one,
Yeah, 1
two,
takes 2 wounds, yeah.
Cool.
Alright, Blue Dark Reapers, exact same thing. So missiles into racks first. 3s to hits. They all hit. And force wounds. All wound, alright. Nice job, Dark Reapers.
And same unit, yeah.
Same unit, yeah. The not -1 damage.
Okay. And real successes.
Mhm. That
Yep,
is this
yep.
one. And then Exarch gets how many shots? 7. 3s. I have all my crafters left and need them. 5s with Doom. So 4 Feel the Pains.
Heals a guy on 2.
Takes a wound.
Takes another 1.
Okay. Blue Dark Reapers will shoot. I think we just shoot big missiles now into the other racks because they're -1 damage, and then the Exarch into the red grotesques. So the missiles first. 3s to hit. We reroll 1s, thankfully.
Oof.
1
Not a
hit
great
and 3
attack
to
roll from
wound.
those
1 wound.
rockets.
Sorry, where was this going?
Into the
Okay.
racks on the objective. Yeah, the only thing they can see now. And this will be
Okay,
2
so-
damage.
Okay, kills one.
One dead rack. Very good. And then the Exarch, how many shots? 10. My quantities have been extremely good, except for that one time where I rolled double ones into a 2 and a 1. Ones, and 5s with 3 rolls. 5 more.
On the grots again, yeah.
Yep.
So just straight to feel no pains.
Mhm.
Whoa,
Hey,
there
that's
you go.
better. That's better.
Good. Damage ignore roll.
That's
there.
very good. Night Spinner will shoot at the Jinxed Grotesques. How many shots? 8. 3s. 3 only 1s to crafters. And 3s. With Doom. So just 7 Feel the Pains. So 1 Grotesque has 3 wounds left? 2 wounds left.
Oh, I do get a.
No, you don't get a save, right? Because Jinx.
Yeah, but I've got. I'm in cover though, right?
Well, it's a Night Spinner, so he's ignored.
Oh, he's ignoring cover. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. So yeah, so 4
Beautiful,
wounds go
masterful
through. So
shots coming
he's
into play.
dead.
Mhm.
My poor grotesques. I've got a feeling they're not going to do anything this game.
Then let's shoot some D cannons. This first D cannon is gonna go. I really want to finish off that grotesque.
Now, I do wonder if maybe Ferris is regretting
let's shoot the,
committing a little bit harder to the center objective, or to objective number 2 here.
D3 shots.
One thing that, as powerful as the Eldari shooting is with Doom, the thing to remember is that, Jonathan can only Doom one thing a turn. So if you expose multiple units, the majority of his army is not going to be getting the maximum benefit of that power. So if these Talos were also in the front here, obviously Jonathan would be committing a little bit harder into that objective, but he would also have an extra opportunity to be holding down that objective or getting that additional movement that he really needs in order to break into the castle.
Take it. And then last D cannon into the Talos as well. D3 for 1. I'll CP reroll that. For 1. We hit. And we wound. So the save, so 3 damage.
Yeah, it takes one.
Nice. The Talos have been making their Philippines.
Yeah.
Nobody really else is, so.
No.
Yeah. These Dire Avengers will just put everything into the racks right in front of them. We'll throw a
Oh,
grenade as well for good work.
Oh yeah. Okay.
We'll do the grenade first because you are in cover. So D6 for 5. 3s, crafters, and 5s. Wait, the crafters. Just one. One damage. He's
Okay,
good. And then it'll be 10 shots from the other guys. 3s, and we have exploding 6s and 5s.
Ooh, nice.
That was pretty good. So yeah, I assume you're taking them on the guy in cover.
Yeah, it makes sense to
Yep.
to take these on the.
You have 2 in cover, so you can do them 2 at a time.
Oh yeah. So
So yeah,
one's
first one
gone
fails.
fail no pain.
He's
So
fine.
he's all right.
Yep.
And then 2 more. Go
Fail.
through. So the 2 in cover are dead.
Yep,
and
and that's
then
6 up.
6. 5 up. Nope. So 3
Okay.
die.
Very good. There's 1 left.
2, 3.
All right. That's all my shooting. So we'll charge. Shining Spears are just going to charge the Activist.
All right, well, these poor Shining Spears
They go 3.
having to commit
enough.
to get rid of that,
Really?
that 1 rack unit. But again, the racks are probably going to be, as scary as these Grotesque and these Talos are, the racks are oftentimes the most valuable units in the Thick City lists, because the remainder of these powerful melee units are not objective secured. So again, these Dire Avengers are turn into
That's the only
solid
charge we
gold
made.
as soon as
So swing,
those
I'll
objective
start the
secured models
X-Arc.
are removed on the
Or
Drukhari
not.
side
Do
of
you
the
need strats or
table.
anything? I don't think so.
I do not have stratagems.
Okay. So this is the X-Arcs. Any wounds on 2s?
So despite the fact that
Move
this
on,
is
please.
kind of a pretty big trade down for the Shining Spears, obviously the artillery is doing its work,
Makes 1.
and so the longer that Jonathan can delay the game, the better for him.
Oh.
But they're also going to deny Ferris that
Then we're
7
gonna
points,
consolidate.
potentially 12 points for holding that
Set
objective in the
away
center.
that.
And they're also going to
I guess
grab
I'm closest
Jonathan
to this guy, so I
his
think
additional point on
4.
engaging all fronts, which I'm sure he's going to be very
And not,
happy about.
not bringing them into melee with me, though.
Okay.
I guess we can stay on the objective for what it's worth. Yeah. So...
Morale Macathist. He's good
good.
on a 1.
And then the Grotesque as well.
Yeah, and the Grotesque.
He's fine.
He is good too.
Alright. So I'll get 3 for engage. And then I have my rod in this quarter. And some to 4 there, and I'll pass it to you.
Cool. Okie dokie. Hmm. Interesting. I guess.
Well, we are on battle round 2 now. So Ferris getting that advance in charge on the majority of his models. Now, obviously, we do have this extremely defensive position from Jonathan's side of the table here. It's going to be almost impossible for Ferris to break in this turn. We need some flying infantry in this Drukhari list. That's what get in there. Drukhari Vanguard veterans is what we need to jump right over all these Eldari.
Oh, you'll get 5 primary.
Yeah, 5 from me, yeah. So I'll advance the Blue Talos.
Yep.
Yeah, so I think what we probably see here is just a big push through the center of the table. I think we have to see from Ferris.
Yeah, I was hoping to get a restraint off on him. That would be a 9-inch move instead.
Yeah, we'll just play some melee scourges, chat. There you go.
Yeah.
That is certainly the downside of Thick City. As powerful as this list is, and as meta as the list is, the big downside is that obviously it is focused either on monsters or ground infantry, which means that screening, like Jonathan's doing right here, is probably the biggest weakness of the list, next to sort of mass objective secured.
Looks like I can get there, right in there.
Yeah, so Ferris trying to move such that he can body block any Dire Avengers from getting on the objective. Definitely what he needs to be doing.
Yeah, I think
Might have the opportunity to reposition with a charge.
Yeah, so I can get there right now. Get
So let's
there as well.
just shimmy him up like that.
Yep. Yeah, that looks good now.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
So then red grotesque.
Very nice. So he's gonna force Jonathan to remove a Talos and then probably use a Quicken to get a unit onto that objective, or to charge, which I'm sure Jonathan does not want to be doing. Potentially also a fire and fade could be doing it in order to hold down that objective. But it certainly seems like we're on our way to a base trade situation here. Ferris pushing very hard across the top of the map, whereas Jonathan is sequestered in the bottom here.
And then this guy Tusk is just gonna come 4, 3. He may as well just advance an inch. He hasn't got
Yeah,
the
that's fine.
movement, so-
Yep.
Okay. Get seconds.
I do have a tough time imagining a situation where Ferris does not have solid control of objective 3 for the remainder of the game, though.
Okay, and then over here.
Especially this coming battle round, as he's going to be able to put a bunch of characters as well as the big heavily armored vehicles on there, or monsters.
Yeah, we're going to advance up the Black Talos.
Yep.
We get 10.
The time when you want the big advance is the time that you get the small advance.
Always
Well, I guess you needed a big advance here to pull this off, right? So.
Can I get? I need a spell.
Oh, that's true, chat. Yeah, witches
can
can
just
flip
copy it,
belt
I
for
guess.
CDP. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't killed any yet.
Not yet. Coming soon, though. So that's
Hope
10.
so.
Yeah, that certainly
a
also
4-inch
helps
or-
in situations like this.
Maybe a
definitely.
5-inch. Yeah, it'd be 5-inch.
Yeah, 5 because it's there. Okay, yeah, I think that's all right.
Drukhari, they have an answer to everything. It just depends on which of the many sub factions you actually want to be playing. So Talos, the Talos from Objective 1 getting in. We'll see what Ferris wants to pull back to hold Objective
Then
1.
advance the.
Looks like we're going to be
Racks
putting a
to the
rack
back
unit
there.
on there. Yeah, as much as Ferris is going to open himself up a little bit to the indirect fire removing this rack unit and potentially losing him Objective 1, unless a character gets on there as well, in which case I think it's probably going to be difficult for Jonathan to clear that. I think that Ferris is probably okay with any of those shots that go into his racks rather than his more frontline units, since he is going to be looking for that melee stuff to get stuck in this next coming battle round. The battle round after this one. I do feel like Ferris maybe wanted to engage this kind of game state a turn earlier. His last turn felt very passive, and I think that's going to hurt him in the long run. But again, Drukhari do have the ability, you know, as much as they seem relatively slow with that advance and charge and the amount of fly they have, alongside combat phase movement, the army can move pretty quickly at the table when it really sets its mind to it. Which of the many sub-factions? Yes. Seems like we have a whole cabal of punsters back here.
Just gonna leave a little gap so my Akathist can go through there. And then through there. I'm going to stand over there. Get himself out of the way. Okay,
outside-
and then the
Dire Avengers as well. The other thing to keep in mind about Jonathan's shooting is that a lot of it is, especially once the direct fire shooting is out of line of sight, a lot of it is tied up in about 4 big activations between the Dark Reaper Exarchs and the Night Spinner. Which means getting rid of these individual models, as we see here with 2 individual Grotesques and this 1 individual Akathist. Removing those is maybe a little tough for Jonathan. He might have to be spiking down a little bit of damage in order to get rid of those guys, but he does have to, because if he leaves Ferris with the ability to hold these backline objectives with impunity, that's going to be problematic for him. More puns, chat. There can never be enough puns in chat. Let her rip.
Okay, then Monsieur Drazar.
He's gonna die to those dire vendors, just so you're aware.
Yeah, you do Overwatch on 5, so
I do.
No. And then the homunculus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, and then
So Ferris is positioning the homunculus more centrally here because he's going to be using the fight phase movement from the Talus, excuse me, to get when they charge those dire avengers to move them around to get back into that +1 toughness aura.
Reinforce the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
So the web weight
makes
unit of
sense.
racks going in the back there. Yeah, so Jonathan would have to remove 2 units of racks in order to hold that. Seems a little tough, for sure.
So put them in that range a bit.
Yeah, looks good. Do you want there to be 9 from these guys, or?
No, they're
Okay.
fine like that. Okay, cool. So, shooting. What can I shoot? What can I shoot? Guess I could shoot.
He's lookout sword right now.
Yeah.
You can shoot this guy.
I'm really getting ravaged by these Drukhari puns in chat right now.
Oh yeah, you can definitely see him.
I can see. I think the other guy, the other Ossifactor, can see him as well. The guy here, yeah, because of his big hat.
Probably, yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's fire the blue one at him.
Sure.
Oh, let me just check. What's my secondaries again? I've forgotten. Okay. Stranglehold.
That is an important
Which you're
question
gonna
for any 40k player.
That. Vital ground. I didn't get any yet. That's
No.
okay. Assassinate.
To be determined.
Okay. Rev Seer and a 4. Hit
Sure.
on a 2.
Sure.
Hit.
Sure does.
Wounds.
5 up. 60 damage.
Takes 2 damage. The other
Ow.
guy, same thing.
Mhm.
That's right.
Circling a race
And
here.
then I think that's
We're doing it.
So we'll just do some charges.
We're getting some damage out of the
Okay.
Drukhari army. Finally, we're getting there. Now we do have that Shining Spear, or excuse me, the Swooping Hawk unit in reserve for Jonathan. So he's about to lose his Engage in all fronters. But again, I think that Shining Spear, or the Swooping Hawk unit, I don't know why I keep getting those confused. Swooping Hawk unit's going to pop in one of those quarters to retrieve Bacteria's data. And then we probably see a Shining Spear unit, an actual Shining Spear unit, made up of men on bikes. Score engage again on another turn, or on another quarter, in order to trade for something like we have seen Jonathan do in the past.
We will put the blue racks into them.
Sounds good. Oh yeah.
Yeah, here comes these charges. So Farrah's gonna
Actually,
probably
I'll
just
put it on
touch
the
these
acquisition.
Dire Avenger units with a couple of these models, and then if we can clear them with the Talos,
Spaces again.
which should be pretty easy, he'll be able to use that fight phase movement to get a lot of distance up the table.
You'll charge stuff.
Did I get a 10?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not, so that's 4.5. I'm not going to be able to get much further than that, I don't think.
Yeah, so using that charge distance to get up, and then they'll be able to move another 6 inches and really start threatening inside this this
Feels
castle
like the
this coming
sergeant
turn.
should lead
So
the
Jonathan
charge.
is going to have to reorient a lot of his firepower into those racks, which are toughness 5. Jonathan doesn't really want to waste his psychic powers on a rack unit. He'd much rather put those on the more heavily armored units. But without the rerolls from Doom, that toughness 5 might be problematic for his little strength 4 shuriken catapults.
Was it 6? Okay.
This coming battle round, I think, chat, is certainly going to be... Battle round 3 is going to be the turning point of this game. If Jonathan's able to do enough damage to the Drukhari army and keep them at arm's length for another turn, then he can potentially go on the offensive the turn following. But if Ferris is able to keep him boxed in this corner and tank enough of his shooting, I think the Drukhari are going to get in amongst the Eldari here, and as powerful as these Raciers can be in melee, once these Eldari get engaged in melee, the game is very quickly over for them. A tanky army they are not, unlike the Thick City.
I think I'm right coherency-wise there, or no?
Yeah, looks good.
And he should
And
be-
especially with how defensive Jonathan's being, if he loses too much and too quickly on round 3,
you can replace him. Okay, the Drazal's going in.
he's going to have a tough time pushing for those center objectives, even if he's able to do a lot of damage.
Yes. Oh, I guess I better roll it just in case.
I mean,
If I'm going to do anything
oh,
other
if you're
than
gonna
move directly in.
well.
Okay, looks like I'm doing this then.
Exciting 2-inch charge. What a guy. That's what he gets for
So he gets that.
bopping those dudes in the head with his little whack-a-mole sticks.
Then over here, the Talos looking for that 5.
Yep.
Gonna get rid of those double 1 dice and roll a 9.
There you go. I think they're in.
Yeah, center Talos unit getting in range there too, and going to be in range of the homunculus.
So
Good aura play from Ferris here,
he's gonna come.
keeping everybody in range for that +1 toughness.
Gonna come. Yeah. And then we've got grotesques into the shining spear, so the non-red unit.
Yep. Plenty.
Yeah, it goes in there. The red guy.
Mm-hmm. Also plenty.
Chad, do you think
Isn't
this
that-
Shining Spear unit's going to be okay?
Uh,
I think they'll be fine, right?
the Archon.
Mm-hmm.
What could possibly go wrong for them?
Goes in there. And he's going to fight last you.
Yep.
So, and then I better start rolling some fighting.
Sure.
Let's just make sure I don't totally mess everything up. Okay, so we'll start off with the Talos on the Dire Avengers.
Yep.
So, I think
So
maybe a little bit
got-
awkward here, but if the fight lands,
We've got
the
3
fight last might
attacks
have done
with
it.
the core
If they could have
injector,
interrupted,
core
maybe.
injector,
They're strength 3
and then we've
spears.
got 12 attacks with the macro scalpel. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, 15. Okay, so the blues. Oh no, it's not the macro scalpel. Sorry, it's the gauntlets they've got.
I know what you
So
mean, yeah.
Yeah, so they're -1 to hit though. So the gauntlets will be on 4.
Yep.
The blues will be on 4. The reds will be on 3s.
Who knows?
So 2d3 mortals.
Yep. Just roll those right now. You might just okay. There
6.
they
Yeah.
go.
Just vaporize. Now, I think problematically here,
And then-
we may have made things difficult to get back in the homunculus aura because of the racks in the way. I guess maybe this guy can move over into it because they are going to have to move closer to the
Oh, I
orange
guess the shining
unit.
spear is close to that.
No, I think these Dire Avengers are closer actually.
Yeah, that general direction is probably okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and then
100%.
we'll do the let's do one of these grotesques. So we'll do the unwounded. Does this matter?
The T7,
No, let's do the
it
Talos
helps against
first.
some of their stuff. The Shining Spears certainly have a lot of strength 6. The Night Spinner is going to be +1 to wound him if they're not T7. The Reapers go to strength 8, yeah, so they don't care. It's mostly going to be the Night Spinner, I think.
Half an inch with him.
Probably.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look like it. So I'd only have 2 going in. That's all right. 2 is fine. So, Icar injectors
Mhm.
both hit for 3 mortal wounds,
Okay.
and then 8. 8. 4s and 2s.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, they're dead.
AP4.
AP. Oh no, the 6s are AP4.
Oh yeah. So yeah, they're just straight up then. Are there 3 damage?
3 damage. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Good job, Talos. We did it.
Okay, it's gonna come over 3. Gonna budge up a little bit. Okay, then Archon's gonna activate.
Yep, and just fly it up.
Come this way. Try and make it so you can't.
Well, the Night Spinner doesn't get any benefit against the Rax, right, chat? Because its damage is going to be halved.
I don't think he worries too much about that. And then the grotesques just come in like this.
Get down, Mr. Archon.
So I do
And
think that
then
we
the Rax.
maybe opened up a little bit of a
Okay, let's get this back up. I think on my next list I'm gonna have 2
Get my
homunculus.
Telestrator
They're very
open
important
here.
in these
They're,
fucking
yeah,
lists, aren't they?
they're pretty good.
And I think also
Yeah, the Rax are -1 damage as well, chat.
uh,
Everything in the Artist of Flesh detachment is.
what are they called? Cool, they
So
are.
it's kind of a 6-1, half a dozen of the other.
Charge
The
that
AP3 on the Night
Yeah,
Spinner,
okay.
if you're doomed, is pretty good. Getting through the
I'm gonna leave
Talos.
them for
Obviously, the rending ability doesn't matter on the Rax at all.
Yeah, they're close.
But it is nice to have.
100%.
So I think Ferris may have made a little bit of a misplay here by moving by enclosing the Archon. What that does mean is that obviously there's no way to get models around behind and get him.
No, that's not-
But I would have liked to have seen him actually tow the back end of this objective, because he can project his heroic intervention aura through here. What now with models in the way and with him standing at the center of the objective, so his heroic intervention aura is only going to end at the edge. It actually is potentially allows Jonathan to make a max advance to get through here into a fire and fade to tow the back end of the objective with one of these Dire Avenger units. And again, since none of these models are objective secured, he can actually grab to that objective away from Ferris without even killing any of the models on it. I think he needed the heroic intervention of the Master Archon to protect from that, but the Eldari are, or the Craftworlds are going to be so fluid. They have a couple different avenues
Okay,
to
so his
double
first
move and get on the
activation
objective that I think they're going to be able to do it.
6.
Yep. And then the second activation does another
Second
6.
activation. Zip over here.
Just casually move 12 inches in the fight phase. Cool, cool.
Good old Drazar. Yeah, the old double combat activation. What a boss.
Yeah, I think that's everything. So
Okay.
get Stranglehold.
Sure do.
Yeah. Over to you.
All right.
Does Drazar get caught by these guys when he's making his moves?
Probably not, because these guys would always be closer.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, 5 primary, no morale or anything to do. All right. Let's see.
All right, well, this is the make or break turn. We are in battle round 3, and Jonathan has to come out swinging here. I think he has to commit and start removing some of these models,
Talos, or do we smite Rax?
because he is going to be in danger this coming turn.
I feel like we smite Talos.
Yeah, putting the smites down on the Talus is good. It gets through their armor save. They have the best defensive profile out of anything. So getting those mortal wounds down on those guys is good. They're also high points per wound, which helps as well.
Let's see. Where can you go? We'll just erase here. So 2 there, 1 there's 3, and 5 is like there. So like here, that would be like a big charge, small charge there. But I don't think I'm too worried about putting him into racks.
Got that also factor for Overwatch, remember?
This is true. This is true. It's rather frightening.
Yeah, Chad, I think blue is probably a little bit too threatening.
Okay,
You maybe take the turn off attacking the red squad.
I think we need to kill
But,
pretty much everything on this objective.
Yeah, getting rid of the Rax is very, very important. And the
And
grotesques are
then
certainly the scariest
probably
melee
wanna
threat, I think, on the other
kill-
side of the table. Although the Talos will rip apart those Wraith Seers pretty effectively if they get into them.
Is that right?
That is, interestingly, I think, one of the biggest, like, sort of points of friction when you're playing against the Thick City, because you certainly want to be taking that Bring It Down in order to score it off of the Talos. Although this build isn't that great for it, right? Because you only have 9 monsters, so you can only score a maximum of 9 on it. But oftentimes the Grotesques are actually more threatening than the Talos. The Talos are just better at taking and holding board space. Which means that a lot of times you're incentivized to kill the Grotesques early, which is exactly what Jonathan did. And then but then you're not scoring those points off the Talos.
Green shiny spears will.
I think Jonathan was, before the game started, Jonathan was debating between taking Bring It Down or No Prisoners, which both would have scored very similar. But I think it just informs how your opponent plays. They maybe play a little bit more aggressive with the Talos if you play No Prisoners, and if you play Bring It Down, they're more aggressive with the Grotesques. But I think you could have scored 8 off No Prisoners, potentially.
That's closest you can get is like here.
So Jonathan planning a body block with his Dire Avengers.
We want to mitigate best as we can.
Yeah, trying to keep his Racers alive. Like we talked about, those Talos are going to absolutely murderate those guys. As good as the Racers are also at attacking back into
I'll move the red shiny
the old
spears first.
D3 plus 4 damage.
They're going to go...
I guess it's sort of overkill, to be fair.
You only have 3-inch heroics across the board, right? There's no...
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
Here comes the next Shining Spear unit. Big unit.
No fancy shenanigans.
Going to trade.
No. The most unshenanigy... Shenanigany? Is that a word?
Yeah. We'll say it is. Even if it's not. We'll say it is.
Oh, both Shining Spear units engaging, actually. Interesting.
Normal Drukhari.
That's
That's what Colt was driving.
Maybe the game plan is to hold the Dire Avengers for as long as possible. And we're going to try to kill ourselves down off this objective so that the Shining Spears contest. They are scoring Engage that way.
I feel like I'm making a bit
and then we're going to try to clear racks and body block with the other Shining Spears and the Dire Avenger units. Keep the remainder of the army bank safe.
You killed a lot.
Step off the train. Yeah, I have, but well, it's yet to be seen if it's been enough. If it's enough.
Can confirm, chat. Shenanigany.
Restrain something. That works.
The most shenaniganious word
not a good idea.
in the English language.
I feel like Dark Reaper's just gonna move here and just start blasting. That's probably right.
It has the shenaniganiousness.
There's no way to hide anymore. I guess we could move them backwards.
The greatest coefficient of shenanigany.
Actually, might be better because you can shoot me with.
Or the greatest coefficient of shenanigan.
Move like that. Yeah, I think that's a better idea. Like here, so we're just gonna move them back this way. So they're gonna be in range of pretty much anything they want to be within range of.
This is certainly the type of vocabulistic discussion that all of the viewers tune in for, I imagine.
Let's see. If I want my off-target to be 6 inches of these guys, 6 there, and then...
Chad, I am going to leave you with the players' mics very quickly here. We'll be back in a moment as Jonathan goes through his movement phase.
And green will slide over.
I've just got to pop away quickly, but carry on moving.
No worries.
If you need me, then just pause it.
Sure.
Stick on my tiles.
White Dire Avengers advancing. I know he's not here, but I'm going to say it for chat. Keep me honest.
I'm back.
Welcome back. I just rolled in advance for the Dire Avengers.
They're coming out of the house.
They are, yeah. They don't like it, but I'm afraid they're gonna have to. Okay, so can't really see blue with them.
I have return chat. Have we determined that shenaniganiacity is probably the best word to come out of this discussion?
It's not ideal, but
because I'm into it.
Might just have to do advance orange. Going 5 as well. 12.
Yeah, so here comes the epic counterpunch of the Craftworlds. Looks like everybody's coming out to play.
Perfect.
Is this the most shenaniganious matchup, chat? Harlequins do feel like they would have a little bit of additional chicanery.
Doesn't like it there.
Oh yeah, 1,000 Suns, dudes? I could see that. How about mixed chaos? Chaos soup.
Probably gonna die next turn, but that's fine.
Cult of Shenanigans, I'm Reaper down. Harlequins versus 1,000 Suns? No, I'm in on... How about...
I would imagine that a lot of this
How about Chaos Soup, including 1,000 Suns? Chaos Soup, you get that sweet core... Like the core rule shenanigans. It's like a 1,000 Suns list that also has a Crimson Crown combo in it, just so you can like burn your opponent's brain with combos as much as possible.
Purple Dire Avengers will move. What's the range in your fight last?
It's engagement range.
Okay. Let's advance him. 5. Actually, do I want to do that with purple? Just purple just come back here. I think purple actually just comes back here. They're gonna go this way. You have 12. And then I'll advance the teal Dire Avengers 2, so they can go 9.
Dr. Dudes, I will only accept that Mortarian,
Ukraine, she'll just
Be'lakor, Great
stick her butt around
Unclean
this corner and touch the train.
is shenaniganious.
So she can smite you.
if it's a Bell duo.
Do nasty, nasty things. All right. And then just reserves.
So do you want to call attention to this glorious blocking movement that Jonathan is performing here? Ooh, are we going to see an offensive deep strike out of the Swooping Hawks? We are. This is something that Jonathan does like to do, especially if he feels like he needs the additional damage to help him in the matchup. Rather than performing his Octaria's data, he's actually just going to be using these guys to shoot at racks. And it is a lot of additional attacks. 20 extra shots from those Las Blasters certainly helps. No Bell dudes?
So, yeah,
Boring.
66.
Boring.
Or 5v6, sorry. 6 is immortals. Nada. Alright. Good job.
No 5s either, though, so.
Yeah.
Maybe the 5-up invuln was the right power to take.
Yeah, we'll see. Oh, actually, sorry. I need to shift them over some. They were the ones that were supposed to come in here and get this stable quarter for me. Because believe it or not, I have no units other than them holding the stable quarter.
You've already done that table quarter, have you?
Well, no, they're not rotting. They're gonna. I just need it for engage.
Ah, for engage, yeah, of course.
Yeah. Night Spinner's pretty happy. I think I'm just gonna shift them over a bit this way. No, just stay there. All right. Let's do psychic.
Yeah.
So let's start over here. Let's start with the Spirit Seer. She's gonna do a Jinx. She does. We'll put Jinx onto
Important psychic phase.
the blue Talos, I think.
Gotta get these buffs off this turn.
Sure. We will do Restrain with the Racier. Fails, I'll CP reroll. Goes off.
Finally, we
Gonna
got
go
the
into the
restraint.
black Talos.
Okay, I've got
I found it here.
Oh, you got it, cool.
Yeah. Restrain. The other Racier will cast Protect. We perils though. How many do I take? 1. And then this is going to go on to the
Restrain,
Shining Spears, I guess.
the lesser known half of the lesser used half of Quicken
Your rain will
halves the movement speed of the Talos unit over here. So their base movement is only going to be 4.
So D6 at a Talos for 4. Okay,
To be fair, I think
was,
that Talos unit is
kind of unfortunate.
we're mostly trying to stop them from getting inside this building, I imagine, to get some big charges through here.
Cast the power because you can't see anything anymore.
But it is it's probably not going to
That's okay.
lack for targets to charge at this turn. At least it'll be doing
Doom's
something.
going to go onto the blue Talos, probably. Yeah. We'll do Executioner. We'll reroll the one with the runes. Goes off. So D3 into the blue racks for 3. Please don't make all of these.
I will. Oh,
Almost. So another D3 for 1 more.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
So
Okay,
kill
so
2.
kills 2.
Okay. And then she will spend a CP to cast another power. And we will smite. He does go off. Cast 1 smite so far.
Yep, it goes off, yep.
Oh, I've already used my runes. Never mind. I was debating to use the runes. 1 mortal wound.
Okay, goes another one.
Okay. That is
make sure
the psychic
I
phase
press
done. So start shooting phase. I'm going to spend 2 for runes of witnessing. So that's a reroll 1s to wound bubble around the Farseer.
Okay.
And we'll start by shooting the green Shining Spears. They're going to dump everything into the blue Talos.
Okay.
Yeah. So Exarch Spear first. On a 3, it hits. And on a 3, it wounds.
Okay. 6.
No save actually, because I have Jinx on them.
Oh, yep. Okay.
So so you can just say that was a Feel of Pain. So you
Yep.
pass the Feel of Pain.
Yeah, chat. Blue.
And then
Doom is
the
gonna be
the
on
other
top, right?
lances. Get in the box, please. With the crafters and 5s. Okay, or actually it was 4, but yeah. So just Feel of Pain, yeah.
Nope. 6-1.
Okay, and then 12 shurikens, 3s. That was extremely good, and 5s with rerolls. Okay, so 4-ups on those, and then no saves on the other ones. Jesus, that was really good shurikens. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So 1 dies.
Yeah, just Dire Avenger
Yeah,
things.
Does it go
kills
boom?
that one. Does he blow up?
I hope
Throwing
not.
that weight of dice down.
Nope.
Damn.
And then 1 wins on that one.
Yep. Okay, that was extremely good start. Teal Dire Avengers will put they'll put a grenade and everything else into the. Actually, no, we'll just put the grenade and everything else into the Talos.
Okay.
So grenade is going to get 3 on 3s with the crafters and 5s. Please get the box. With the crafters. Or actually just Doom, sorry. So 2, -1. So 5 saves, because Jinx. Okay. Two wounds. And then 10 shurikens. We hit on 3s. 6s explode. And then wound on 5s. And Doom. So 4-ups on those. And then, so 3 wounds total.
Oh dear, these saves aren't going very well, are they?
No, they're going terrible. Alright, that was really good. Let's do the red Shining Spears. We'll put the Exarch's Lance and this guy's Lance into him. The other lances are going to go into the front unit of Rax. And then all the shuriken is going to go into the front unit of Rax. Actually, I'll put the 4 guys that are in range of the grotesque into him with the shurikens, and then the other shuriken will just go to the front Rax. So Exarch Spear into the Talos first. It hits, and we have a craft or Doom, I guess. So wounds. So just 1 damage. We get him. Does he explode? Okay. Oh, I forgot to do that. That's okay. And then let's do the 3 spears into the front unit of Rax. We have crafters. We have crafters. Yeah, we have not crafters to hit. And then wound on 3s with the crafters. So 2 wounds on the front unit of Rax. They're good.
There we go.
And then we got the it's going to be 16 into the back, into that grotesque on 2 wounds.
Mm-hmm.
We hit on 3s. That was not very good. 5s. That was very good. Yeah, these will just be 6-ups. And 5-ups.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, the dice have not been good so far.
Getting there.
You. And then we just have 1 set of shurikens into the front unit Rex.
This engagement from
3s
Jonathan's looking
and
pretty good
5s.
so far.
1 more wound.
He has
He's good.
importantly
Alright.
cleared enough stuff up.
Now just a bunch of shurikens and stuff. Swooping Hawks will dump everything into the front unit of Rex. Just wait 20 shots. Hit on 3s. We reroll 1s, and we have an expert crafters. We wound on 5s. And we reroll 1s, and we have an expert crafters. So 8 wounds on the Rex. Go for it.
Yeah.
And then we'll do the Orange Dire Avengers is just going to put everything into the that same unit of Rax, your opponent's squad, the guys from right now.
Yeah. So I'm going to stay in the T5 range.
Yep, that makes sense to me. So 3s, reroll 1s, and a crafters. Or sorry, no, that's not the reroll 1 squad. I'll take those out, and then just roll this as a crafters. The box, please. And then we get 1 extra from the 6, and then we wound on 5s. We reroll 1s, and we have crafters. 3 saves. 2 more.
Okay, 2 more.
So there's 1 left.
That was only the special weapon at this point.
That makes sense. Let's do Purple Dire Avengers, everything into just racks, I guess.
So 1 Talos squad
I
down.
think we should Talos, actually.
Single
Yeah,
grotesque
Purple Dire Avengers
rack
put everything
squad.
into Talos.
Essentially eviscerated this turn.
So 12 shots.
Oh boy.
3s, rerolling 1s and a crafters, and then 6s are extra, so 2 more, including the 1. And we wound on 5s. We reroll 1s, and we have an extra crafters. So these are 3. So 6s and 3s.
Oh, these into Talos.
Yeah, these are in Talos, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so 3s.
Yep. And then 6s on base.
2, and then 6s.
Okay.
One.
4. Philippines. 3.
Oh, so close.
White Dire Avengers. We'll do everything into Talos.
Yeah, these Dire Avengers are absolutely lethal once they
So 3s to hit.
get going. Jonathan with some good dice
Rerolling
here
1s
so far.
and extra
as well.
crafters. And then we get 2 extra. And then we wound on 5s with an expert rerolling 1s for the Farseer and expert crafters. So yeah,
Yeah,
so
these
those
rolls
are-
have been good.
They have been very good.
3s.
So
Hey.
made those. And 6s. There you
Hey, it's coming around.
go. Take 1.
Okay, 2-1. So you've got left to shoot the
Yellows.
yellow and the orange, right? Or just the yellow? Okay.
Just the yellow and then the Dark Reapers, and yeah.
Okay.
Yellow is going to put everything into Talos. Another 12. 3s. Reroll 1s and extra crafters. No 6s. 5s. Reroll 1s and extra crafters. So
3s. And
and
then
a 6.
6. Okay. Okay.
Take 2, so down to 1.
Almost got another Talos
We'll
with a
shoot
strength
red
four.
Dark Reapers. Exarch. We'll just put everything into the Black Talos.
Mhm.
So 2 big missiles first, 3s and 3s for the crafters. Just 1 wound. 5 up. Yeah, it's good. And then the Exarch gets
So where's the Exarch going?
same thing.
Same thing. Okay.
Everything into him. You reroll 1s and then 5s. 2.
Okay.
Okay,
two
so
for
kill
more.
that one. Does he go boom?
Yep. Nope.
Nope. And then red or green squad, same thing. So missiles, reroll 1s, and then 3s with the crafters. 1 wound. 2 damage. It takes 1.
This one.
And then Exarch gets 11. 3s, reroll 1s, and then 5s. I have already, yeah, I don't remember or not, but I'll just say I have 2 go through, 5s, 1. And then blue Dark Reapers, I don't think the missiles can see the Talos. I'll just assume not. So we'll just put 2 big missiles into the racks, and the Exarch
Yep.
will go into the Talos.
Okay.
Yeah. So 2 big missiles into racks, both hits. Wound on 3s, both wound. That's in the back rack squad. So make 1 into the one
The-
beside
oh,
Drukhari,
yeah.
And then it's going to be 2 damage. Yeah, it does.
Okay.
And then Exarch gets 9. We hit on 3s. We have not used any crafters. Wound on 5s. So 3 more in the Talos. Take one and feel the pains. Both. All right. Let's do Racier. First one into Talos. We'll start with the wounded one first, I guess. Gets 2 shots on 3s. Crafters and 3s because you're in the toughness. Are they in the toughness bubble?
Yeah,
I get 2
they are,
wounds. Yeah. So 6 up saves.
Okay.
Make 1. So d6 damage for 3. He dies. Does he explode? Nope. Other Racier will shoot at the same Talos. D3 for 3. On 3s. Get the box, please. Dice. Crafters. And 3s. For the crafters. 2 more. Oh, you keep making a save against the... okay, 4 damage. Against the D cannons. Take 3. Alright, and then last but not least, the Night Spinner. The Night Spinner will just put his gun into... Do we just shoot racks? We just shoot racks, yeah. That's probably the right call. We'll put his big gun into the racks, yeah. 2 shots, I'll see if you reroll that. 4. 3s, 1s, and 3s. 3 saves with racks. 6s into 5s. Kill 3. Alright, that's the shooting phase done. So we will charge. So green shiny spears are going to charge the grotesque on the point.
Mm-hmm.
They go 11. So they're just going to make sure they stay out of 3 from the Archon, basically.
Yep.
Just like that. Red shiny spears are going to charge this one rack by himself and the racks, the big rack squad in the middle.
Okay.
They're going 11. All right. So we just want to make sure we stay out of 3 from Drazhar because that would be silly. Engage him. We'll do something like that. And Drazhar is more than 3, so we can put 1 guy there and then the rest into the big squad. All right. Those are the only charges to be made, so we'll fight. I'm going to start with the big squad of Shining Spears. We'll pile in. We don't want to engage the Talos. That's like that. That. Alright, so 1 guy into the... So 1 normal dude into the back rack, and then the rest into the big squad in the front. So we'll do the 1 guy into the back rack first on 3s. Well, the crafters that, and 3s, 2 wounds. And then 1 damage each. He lives. And then the rest into the other guys. So Exarch first, 3s, and 3s. Actually, I could.
Oh, hang on a sec. Sorry, I need to. Yeah. I can heroically intervene here, right?
No, I that was my.
Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah.
So 2 wounds on the racks from the Exarch.
Okay.
And 5 up Field of Pains. Oh. These guys aren't dying. And then the normal dudes, we still have a wound reroll left. Oh, okay. Fail some 5s for me. Oh, we only kill 1? Okay. Do you want to interrupt?
2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, see that one. Yep. I will.
Okay. Go for it.
As well. I've got buckets of CP and not many models left.
Yep. So how many attacks does he have?
He's got 5 attacks.
5 attacks. So I'll lightning fast them.
Okay.
Why don't they die?
Cool. So the question is, yeah, I think I do the big attacks. What turn are we on?
2.
Turn 2.
Or 3, sorry. 3.
Turn 3.
3.
Okay, so I'm getting +1 to hit, so I'm hitting on 3s.
Yep.
Yeah, so I just do his normal attacks, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Do I want to reroll wounds? That's the question. Oh, actually, because if I do kill you, then that's quite big. So yeah, I think I will reroll wounds.
Okay.
So 3s into 3s rerolling.
Yep.
Yeesh. I
Good thing I
will.
like it fast.
I'm gonna CP that as well.
Sure.
always away.
And 3 swoon, yeah. Rerolling.
Okay, so
AP 2.
was -2, yep.
Alright, we're taking them on normal guys first. So just I'll do the same. So we lose the 2 normal guys. Okay. So put the time back on me, and he will attack you. We'll just base you for what it's worth. We have 4 attacks because we're on an objective. 3s, they all hit. 3s, they all wound.
Okay. So 6s.
Mhm.
No.
It was 4 wounds.
Oh, 4 was it? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I'll put you on this side.
No worries.
So one more.
Yeah, roll one more. 6 up,
Nope.
yeah.
5s.
Oh,
Makes 3. Takes 1.
yeah.
Okay.
Philippines have been good. All right, and you can punch me back with Rex.
Okay, so I've got 2 each, so it's 8 plus. I'll do the normal guys and then do the
Sure.
other chap differently because he's slightly different. So 2s
Mm-hmm.
and then 4s. Okay, so 4 at -1.
All right, so just 3 ups because I have protect. Normal guys takes 2, so we lose this guy. I'll just take the guy in melee with the other rack, I guess. Or no, I'll leave him in. I'll take this guy. Okay.
Okay, and then 6 from the Acatist.
Yep.
2s and then 4s. Okay, these are -2 and that's -3.
Yeah. So 5 ups on these, and then 6 up. So we take 4.
Yep.
Ugh. Brutal. Okay.
Cool, and then my other guy.
Mhm.
On his lonesome. 2 hits. 1 wound, -2.
Yep. Fails it. Okay.
Okay, so then I think just some morale,
I think
right?
that's just it, yeah.
My blue guy, he
Runs.
The pink guys, I think they're okay.
Yeah.
5,
should
6,
be.
7, yep.
Yep.
The victor,
My shining
yeah.
spears
Yep.
fail, and then the other guy. Okay, well he sticks around.
Okay. Oh, and do you mind if I just consolidate as well?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Okay, just
There was a model here in the consolidate phase. He was like
Yeah, okay.
right there. Yeah.
Cool. So scoring then. So
Yeah,
I've
you
been
get
putting your
15.
bring it downs on. You've
Yeah. You'll get 15 primary because I forgot to fire and fade my Dire Avengers.
and I get 2 on Stranglehold because I don't hold this one, do I?
No, you hold this one.
Oh yeah, I do hold it. Yeah. Oh, so I get 4.
You get 4, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's something. Okay, right. What the hecky? How am I going to play now? I didn't expect to lose that much, I have to say. Like we were saying before, though, it's all the masts damage 1, and then all the rerolls. You know, it's, good tools. Okay, so I guess we leave him in. We could chuck the arc on it. Seems a bit silly. This guy then, he's down to 6 on his move, but he can still advance, obviously.
He's down to 4 on his move. Restraint is half movement.
Oh, it's half movement, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's a 19-point command phase there for Paris. Yeah. Big deal, chat.
You got plenty of time on the clock, and I do not, so.
Yeah, Steven, the 20-man Hellion blobs, definitely pretty good. I think the big downside right now might be that the damage reduction being such a big part of the meta is problematic for them. Because a lot of their value is in those 2 damage weapons, and when your opponent's entire army is minus 1 damage, it makes things awkward. So what do you think we have here, chat? I guess the question still is whether or not Ferris has enough to attrition out the remainder of the turn. He can fall back and charge with these Grots and try to get a Dire Avenger unit with them. I think he may have to go for a big charge with the Talus unit, the red Talus unit. Because we can try to maybe get a model around here with a big advance and charge into the heart of Jonathan's objective. And if we can clear the Dire Avengers and Shining Spears, they will actually control that objective. Models in the front could clear these 2 Dire Avenger units easily. But getting rid of these guys and the guys in the back here, I think purple unit's going to be tough. Not to mention the fact that, like we said, a lot of the Jonathan's doing a good job at protecting his. Oh, yeah, it is. They are swooping hawks, chat. They're not Shining Spears. There's only 2 Shining Spears left. What am I talking about? Every time, I don't know what it is. Every time I look at these little guys, the stupid las gun looks like a spear to me. It feels like they should have spears. I don't know. I don't know what it is about with GW and making bike guys have lances, but it feels like angel people should be the ones with the pokey sticks. I don't know.
Yeah, let's advance the green racks.
Sure.
So I think with that, as long as we have some good charge rolls from Ferris, I think he's gonna be in a pretty decent spot. The awkward part is that he then has to survive the 2 Wraith Seers and the Dark Reapers and the Night Spitter shooting him next turn. Not to mention all the smites and stuff. And that's going to be the real awkward part. That said, if he can kill enough of Jonathan's stuff that Jonathan has a tough time getting back to the objectives, that might be okay. But I think it may be a little too early in the game to bank on winning with that battle round 5 scoring.
I think we're going to spend CP.
Fall back and do stuff.
Fall back and charge with these racks.
That makes sense to me.
Oh dear. I tell you what, being the scrappy underdog, this matchup, it's not helping me.
Dick City Drukhari, the
Trying to
scrappy
overcome
underdog.
The all-powerful Craftworld.
They're very scary, yes.
It is. It does say a lot that
Do me a favor and think about your next move for 48 minutes.
the
Yeah.
I can wait.
the Drukhari star has fallen so far that they now have many predators in the metagame. It is also important. I guess that's a good call out from Jonathan. He is looking a little burnt on time. He's got to play through 2 entire battle rounds with 18 minutes, and it shouldn't be that big of a deal for most of the time. But time does become your enemy the more models you have on the table, and Jonathan certainly has a lot of models. So he doesn't have a lot of time to think about or consider his turns from here on out. He kind of has to play by the seat of his
before
pants.
I spend the CP, I'm going to advance the Archon.
Sure. Going pretty quick. I'm gonna go try to kill your brain.
Ooh,
That
Archon looking
might
for
well
some
be the
character kills. Got to get that assassination
Makes sense
score
to
up.
me.
Go get him, Archon.
At least you could overwatch with Smite.
Yeah.
Fun.
Take a 4-inch.
Looks that way.
Okay. here. Really
Yeah, I doubt
dig
we see an
in
actual clock out here, chat, but I think clock pressure will
And
become
those Dire Avengers.
important in this
And
last
those
battle
Dire
round,
Avengers.
or last two battle rounds. It will certainly inform some of the Craftworlds decisions. Don't
Yeah, I
really
think
have
you
much
played
time
it
for
really
fancy
well
plays.
by sort of just running away from the one side. I think I deployed a bit too heavy on this side, and then you were able to just run away from it quite nicely.
Yeah.
So then I've had to come out in the middle and picking up all these shuriken fires being.
With the redeploys and stuff, though, I can kind of just like
You could do it anyway.
run
Yeah.
away, no matter what.
So what's more important? Could get in here and in here. Pick up both of them. Kill them. Kill them. Razor. What does he move? 7 or 8?
Pretty sure it's just 7.
Yeah.
Drassar may be going for the
Drassar.
side here. The side swipe.
One for me, please.
Hey, that's
Awkward part is going to be
The
keeping
opposite of
Drassar
what I wanted.
alive. Since there's not a lot of lookouts remaining for the Drukhari. I guess he could be hidden by the green racks on objective 2. If he gets a big charge into the Dire Avengers. It does kind of feel like he wants to charge into the two Dire Avenger squads in the middle and just cut 10 models to death.
Kill 2 units of Dire Avengers and then get smited to death. Pick up the tails over there. Then he can. This object's looking weak. So maybe he goes over there. Yeah, okay. I think that's the plan then. So we're going to come 4 to here. What did I get? 6.
Sure
He's
did.
he's got 13.
Big
yeah?
6.
Yep. So 9 more.
And then he's going to come in here. Like this.
It is a little unfortunate that one out of each of the Shining Spear units survives for Ferris. He certainly wants to get this Grotesque stuck into these Dire Avengers back here. But he's
8 to there.
can only fall back and charge one of these units.
Let's get a spare one. I've got plenty of spares now, which
This is true.
I'm grateful for that. Thank you. Very kind of you. So if he goes there, then he would have
Like
7 into them. Yeah. If I advanced, I'd need to get a 11. So that would be
you would need to get more than that.
like that.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, that also, to be fair, makes
That'll give me a 5 into them.
their coherency and their subsequent
that.
charge really weird because the Talus may have to
Those
charge through the wall.
And only if I roll that.
Which
Actually,
it's
that
a
actually
little
might,
awkward.
because then you still have to have the unit in coherency, right?
Yeah, but I was thinking I could put some rounds here. Actually, yeah, it'd be really difficult, wouldn't it?
'Cause you would be there. Yeah, it would be tricky.
Yeah, so with a standard move, I wonder what the
I mean, if you get more than
combos
3,
fire
then it
into.
could work.
Looks like the Dire Avengers are pretty well hidden by the
Yeah,
area
it should be
terrain
too
back
big
here.
or too small for him to fit.
Maybe Wraith Seers?
I think the giants can fit through there now. Or mine?
No.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to go for the. Ugh, don't like this at all.
Well, this is certainly going to be an exciting final couple battle rounds here, chat.
He's like that, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's like a 2-inch charge into these guys anyway, so.
Yeah.
And that's kind of all he's really going to go for anyways, as far as I can tell.
This definitely has
go
become a
anywhere
masterclass at playing against the 6-city list. I think I would have liked to have seen Ferris maybe just play a little bit more aggressively and force this fight a turn earlier where he had more units left.
I think we move. I think I need every little bit I can get right now. So.
Makes sense.
And then can I get the homunculus? Okay, so the homunculus is gonna move.
He's gonna throw a grenade and fire and fade.
I'm gonna throw a grenade at you. That's my plan.
Beautiful.
Okay.
I think.
That was gorgeous.
That seems like not a half bad plan.
And then the question is like, do I wanna?
Yeah, I think part of it might be that the threat of this Eldari army, chat, is kind of, it's two parts, right? Like the direct fire shooting is very relevant, as we saw that last turn, between smites and just the volume of strength 4 rending attacks that the Dire Avengers put out. You get a lot of damage if you just engage up directly into this army without dealing any damage to it first, which is part of the reason that it's so powerful. So I don't blame Ferris for not wanting to move into that sort of bottom of 1, but like we said, he is mitigating the damage, but he's just going to have to eat it a turn at some point anyway. This situation where Jonathan gets to shoot his models with his models is going to happen at some point. And I feel like the earlier you can make that happen so that your counterattack is the most effective is the best. But it's certainly, I think, the adage holds true generally, where the almost the best game plan against an artillery-focused list, or at least most artillery-focused lists, is just aggression. If you can just run at them and tie them up and put scenario pressure on them and take VPs from them and force them into a corner, that's often as good as actually killing them. But that's why this is such an effective Craftworlds list, because it can punish you for doing that.
Thrilling viewing this. It's really difficult. You really put me in a hole here.
It's okay, chat. We can debate the relative definitions of shenaniganity again.
My man. You have succeeded. I wish I could do that twice, but I can't.
Yeah.
I think I need to advance this Talos and see where he gets to.
Sure.
Ooh.
Okay, that's pretty good. So you can go 10.
Yep.
A lot of 6-inch advances this turn.
To 10.
All right, well, working out so far.
Put me there. Give me what, like a 3-inch probably into there.
Looks that way, yeah. I mean, you are 13.8, yeah, so it would be a 3-inch charge.
And then the grotesque.
Yeah,
go
well,
into
movement
them as
phase
well.
movements coming out fair.
Do
so far.
5 racks to reliably kill a Shining Spear Exarch? Probably not. Where's my gun at the back here? So he could shoot him. Throw a grenade at him. And then maybe I'm just better off just chucking everything forward. Then kill him. Maybe he comes at me.
So actually, out of curiosity, so an advance adds distance to your move characteristic, right? Restraint halves your move characteristic.
Oh,
So does that mean that it halves your?
I'd assume it only moves halves your move, your basic move, but
Yeah, that's probably
Right, but like so I'm reading advance right now, and it says add the result in inches to the move characteristic of each model in that unit.
Yeah, you apply division modifiers first, and then addition modifiers.
okay.
So.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Yeah.
10. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, chat. Pairings for Invitational, pairings for Invitational go live Friday. Whether or not there's coverage Friday is going to be up to the players because they have to schedule their games. If there are any, then we will stream them. Yeah, it's a rack on Objective 3, chat. Look at this little guy. Holding down the fort for his team.
I know, he's shooting a 3, didn't he? Cool, yeah, let's do that. Okay, he's going to go there. The grotesque. Oh, it's so hard. So hard to decide because that is not a great charge. It's like a 6-inch charge, right? Right, I'm going to spend the CP, I think, to move with these guys, and then they're going to go for the 6-inch charge over this direction.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so a benefit that
so these guys
Ferris has
come around, so they'll be like,
and probably part of his arithmetic here is that his
works for me.
Models on Objective 2 who are going to be behind this
right.
wall,
I think that's my agonizing.
Are going to be probably the most defended models in his army. The indirect fire will still be able to attack them, but a lot of the direct fire is going to be out of line of sight, especially since most of the stuff in the center area is going to get killed.
Shining Spear.
Okay.
So if he can force a lot of his models behind this wall, those guys are going to be a little bit tougher.
3 up
for the incidental Eldari shooting to get rid of.
Okay. We'll chuck a grenade at him.
Don't miss. Roll 1.
Oh my god! The Animus Vitae misses every time, so it does hit.
Should have lightning fasted.
T3 mortals.
3 mortals kills that guy. Very nice, Mr. Homunculus. Now,
anyway, moving phase, I heal this guy, right?
Yeah.
That Master Regenerist getting mad work done this game.
Yeah, I've got a fire.
Killed 5 wounds so far.
And you spent 1 in the movement phase to charge with these guys, right?
Yeah. Did I not take that off? I thought.
No, yeah. So I just took it off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you were at 6, and then you spent 2 there, and then another 2 here. Yeah. Math adds up.
And there goes the homunculus back there. He is an alchemical maestro,
Okay.
Okay.
so he is going to have to die twice before Ferris loses
I
control.
think it's still we're shooting. Oh no, it's not. Ooh, that's close.
You get Talos.
The lovely Talos. They
Just
are
the
going
red
to
ones.
shoot at.
Gonna shoot some Dire Avengers.
I think we shoot the Dire Avengers.
Which ones? The yellows?
I think we shoot the yellow Dire Avengers.
Okay. So fours.
I might try to whittle down that unit so
Yeah.
this one Talos can
Twos
clear
to
him.
absolutely murder them. One.
Oh man.
Oh
dear.
poor Talos.
This has not been a very good dice rolling exercise.
I mean, your rats bossed it the last turn of the fight phase.
Okay, so then charges.
Yep.
Right, Archon into a Vrain.
Yep.
Get a move on now, so I've taken way too long.
Double ones.
Oh, fucking hell.
Okay.
Oh no.
It was.
Reroll that.
Oh,
Double ones again.
no.
Ah.
Right.
Archon flubs the
Okay.
4-inch charge
And
into
then
your
we'll
brain.
do-
A heartbreaker. Had to eat that
Draz in the
CP
front too.
reroll. So we have no more CP rerolls.
I think it was.
And we have
all you
some
can really
long
get into.
charges to make on the Drukhari side.
I've used them very well now. I should
Yeah.
have probably saved that. Okay, never mind. Right, these racks into the Teal Dire Avengers.
Got a
6.
6. Let's see it. There's an
Yeah,
8. All right. Hold the baby. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I should start with this one. Oh dear.
You just don't roll low on your other charges, and then it's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Not a problem. These racks into the Shining Spear.
Yep, it can't fail.
And so it's going to come around like this.
Yep.
I guess I want to make sure they all get to fight there.
Yeah, you should be fine.
So just a bit like that. Okay. Then we'll do. Yeah, I think we do Drazar into both those units.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, do that.
Funny. I mean,
Okay.
he's just,
There
yeah.
he's in.
Yep.
And then we'll do the Talos into yellow.
Okay. Yeah.
Ugh, would have made it. Never mind.
Yeah.
Couldn't risk it.
No. Makes sense. But you'll be able to tag a bunch of stuff, so. That's good at least. Just beware my punchback.
Yeah, so it looks like we're going to leave
And last Talos,
these back
same
to
thing.
Dire Avenger units
The last
alive.
Talos. Yeah, I guess.
But at
that
the
looks like-
very least, Ferris will be engaging a lot of stuff. Doesn't look like there's an opportunity for a cheeky tri-point here.
Yeah, you're going to the yellows.
Would
as
be
well.
nice if there was, but it is what it is.
Yeah, sure.
Well, all the charges get made. Let me tell you, chat, especially the Dire Avengers that have hundreds of ancient relics, so they get +1 attack on the objectives. They got that. They got the rerolls from the Outark potentially.
I think.
Oh, I guess the Hunters ones don't. But they get the Master Artisan's reroll. They're actually not that bad at punching. It's strength 3. It sucks. But there's a lot of
Okay.
them. And they
The
get
brain's
rerolls.
fighting last.
Yep.
And I am going to torment your white Dire Avengers.
Okay.
Or should I torment the yellow Dire Avengers? Oh,
I mean,
what?
I'm not going to interrupt that at them, so.
Yeah, I know, but I like to use my abilities
Yeah, that's fair.
if I can. Okay, right. So let's start off with think about this. Drazar into the yellows.
Sure.
7 attacks.
Yeah, Expert Crafter's pretty dumb. Pretty dumb, chat. Agreed.
Yeah, no other movement needed at this stage. Who's
Drazar,
rolling?
what are you
Thankfully.
doing
Good
there,
thing.
Come on, dice box.
bro? Oh,
It's
boy.
4 ones again.
Let's try it. And then
Twos.
twos.
AP more than 3.
I
more
think
than
I
2?
3. Yeah.
All right. Drazar
They're
claims
dead.
his first Dire Avenger victims.
Yeah, 3.
And he's gonna come over. to here.
Sure. Does he fight last at the end, or?
No, it's counts. It's within this same phase.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So then the Talos are going to come in.
Actually, sorry, I might just interrupt with my Shield Dire Avengers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
So they'll pile in. I cannot see the objective.
All right, we'll see how well that expert crafters can do against these racks.
And we're gonna have.
Does he go over there because he's got to get closer, right?
Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you're right. So it's gonna be 11 attacks because we are on an objective.
Mm-hmm.
We on 3s. We have an expert crafters. We moved on 5s.
Oh,
Expert crafters.
well,
Just 3.
only 3.
Okay.
Still pretty solid.
So 5s.
Yep.
I hit you with my grenade.
Look at
Hey.
that, chat.
These racks are just immune.
Get
I guess we'll just
slapped,
consolidate in
Dire
case it
Avengers.
matters.
Oh
and
my
yeah,
god.
You can go with your next.
So let's do these racks onto the shining spears.
Okay.
Because I think that's no, I don't think so. Yeah. Hang on, that's not right. 11 attacks. That's what you were doing. I'm getting
Yes.
confused here. That's not what I'm doing. I am doing 8 normal ones. So 2s. And then
Force.
4s. Okay, so -1, the 6 is -2.
Yep. So takes 1. And in the box, please. Takes. Yeah, he dies.
3. Okay.
He's dead.
And they're gonna come up this way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I'll activate these racks.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna, just in case it matters. So the normal guys is 8.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 2 -1, 1
Yep.
-2.
So 1 dies, 2 die.
2 die. And then the whip man.
Mm-hmm.
Three. Those 2 are -3. No saves
Yeah.
there. -2 on that one.
And he's fine. So we have. So we take 2 wounds. So just the excerpt left.
Cool. So try pulling him. Okay.
Very nice. Gets the
Let's
tri-point
go
off.
with the Archon next.
Mm-hmm.
See if that guy sticks around though.
He's gonna pile in outside the wall.
Sure.
That's not 4.4.
No, yeah, you're good.
Uh,
It's because it thinks he's coming from the top of the wall. And I think you have 3D measurement on, so.
so they just come around like that.
Sure.
Uh,
Got 8 swings.
yep. 7 swings. Yeah, it's
Oh, it's only +2 from the vision.
plus. Yeah, it's only 7. I think. I've always been doing 7.
Oh, yeah, it is only 2. I thought it was 3.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You right.
So
2s,
2s,
3s.
3s.
Lots of 1s and 2s. Oh, decent amount of 1s and 2s. 4 ups.
Oh,
Oh, she's alive.
your rain tanks it.
That's 3.
Sure does.
Cool. And then
Poor Archon.
we'll go with the reds.
Mhm.
And they're just gonna come in over here.
Yep.
The swooping hawks can't go in the sky, right? If they're in...
Correct.
engagement. Okay.
Unfortunately.
And then he will come in. Actually, maybe I.
Yeah, he has
clear
the
a
fight
bit of
source, but that
space
doesn't
for
mean
him
she gets to swing
first.
back.
Draz will go next.
She's
Sure.
got a D3 with damage weapon.
I'm
She
sorry
could-
this is taking so long. I've
she
just
could
got to
do
be
it.
No, no
so
worries.
careful.
We both have the same amount of time. There you go.
Yep.
Come on.
Okay, then Draz comes over this way.
Mhm.
3 like this. Guess he comes into these guys.
Yeah, the
and then
cat is
this
what really makes the
Talos.
difference there.
Closest to this purple guy.
Yep, so he's gonna come in. 3 like that.
Yeah, so Ferris using his combat movement to block off Drazhar from getting hit. I think appropriately recognizing that Drazhar is the guy he needs to start cleaving through these Eldari. If he can keep Drazhar
Yeah,
alive,
I think like that. Okay.
the
Cool.
game
So,
is not yet lost.
Hit me back with your Rain.
Sure, she's got 4 swings on 2s and swing 4s with 3s. 2 ones. Roll 1 for me, please. D3 damage each.
Yeah. So Shadow Field,
Shadowfield is good. Shadowfield is
good.
great.
and then he'll fight again into the phase.
Well, I have my Dire Avengers and stuff.
Oh,
like that.
sorry. Yeah. Go ahead.
I'll just do Swooping Hawks first. Maybe 6 attacks.
Yeah, Jonathan has to
3s.
resolve these pretty quickly.
Block
They are
these.
mandatory attacks,
Real 1s.
and they will take his time.
And 6s. 2. Noipy.
3 ups.
Oof.
1 goes through. 5 up. Okay, takes the wounds.
And then purple will go into
Swooping Hawks.
Drazhar.
Acting like your Shining Spheres over here.
6 swings, 3s, and 5s, I think.
See if we can heal a
yeah,
wound off
T4.
Drazhar.
Noipy.
Let's see it.
Okay, 2 up.
Ah.
He's good.
And then 11 swings for the +1 attack guys onto the Talos. 6s. Oh, Jesus. Alright.
4 wounds.
Noipy.
It's
Oh my
Right.
god.
1. Sure can.
takes the wounds.
Attritioning these Talos down
now
with
you
these
can,
with these Eldari melee
Now you
attacks.
can go with the
Incredible.
Archon. Make sure you kill her. That's a good start.
Are the +1 attack
Yeah.
guys the orange guys?
Yeah.
You have to pile them in so they get to swing.
Oh, yeah. Good call. Forgot about that.
Okay, so 4.
4 up stays for you. Nope.
Okay,
Oh, and we get your
and
brain
then
with
do I
the
take a
Archon.
wound? No.
Good
Right.
stuff.
Okay.
My morale on that Dire Avenger.
One Psyker
he's
down.
fine, unfortunately.
An assassination point on the
Right.
board.
Do you want to pass it to me?
Oh boy.
So you get Shank hold. And I'll get 5 primary.
All right. Well, Jonathan boxed into a corner here. I think a good return attack from Ferris. He made all of the charges he needed.
And they'll fly over the Talos,
And we really
Or win them.
will see if Jonathan can pull himself out of this sticky situation.
They just go straight forwards. No. We'll just fly over them and just, like, go back here. Actually, this is turn 4,
I
right?
think Ferris,
Yeah, they have to go forwards, unfortunately.
his target priority was good, and he made the charges he needed to. And now it's anyone's
Yeah, let's
game.
put them there, I guess. And then 3
Well,
grenades
this
on the
return
Talos.
fire is going to be pretty brutal.
None.
Okay.
Let's do purple will fall back. Go 7 inches forwards. This with them. Orange will fall back. Stay on the objective. Night Spinner will move to here, kind of like this. We just have to bank that the racers kill all this. You don't have CP to interrupt. So Spirits here will come over here. Farce here will come over to here. This race here will go 5 there. 3 there. Let's just hope you don't fight last me. That would be absolutely tragic. And then he'll go 6 there. 2 there. Attack will go into there.
Alright,
Dark
racers.
Reapers. Just come up like this.
Let's put that stick
Pretty
to good
much.
use.
So everybody touch the train.
Really stick it to him.
He can't fall back. All right. Let's go psychic. Actually, it might be more worth it to do this, right? Sorry, I might just actually move my Starseer up to here.
Yep.
So, can she see the Archon? No.
And really,
Yeah, actually, the Starseer's just gonna. She's actually just gonna come up to here. She'll advance.
Mhm.
And I think we'll actually do the same with this Spirit. Spirit was here. I was rolling. I think we just have to shoot the Archon to death. I think we need to do that. Yeah, I'll just advance the Spirits here. 5, so plenty for her to just go up onto that objective, basically. All right.
Good old Falchu's wing.
Actually, would
For
the
that
Farseer been able to make it in that
blistering-
table quarter? Yeah, she could have. Okay. All right. So now we do psychic. Oh, skip that too far forward.
Shooting phase.
Actually, no, she doesn't want to be in that table quarter. She wants to
Skip.
smite these guys. Yeah. Sorry.
Yep.
So Farseer will start with Executioner. We do D3 into the purple for 1. You're gonna roll 5, aren't you? No.
Nope.
And then another D3 for 1 more.
One. Okay, it's good too.
Then smites. We do for 2 more.
Okay. Save both.
Take both. The Spirit Seal will smite. She does for 2 more.
Okay, 2
Two.
will die.
1 left. All right. Start. We will do the full wound racer will witch strike. He does. The other racer will jinx. Fails. I just need to leave that, unfortunately. So it's fine. Shooting. I keep forgetting. Let's do Dark Reapers, Exarch, and do Archon. Or actually, we'll shoot big missiles into Archon, or small missiles in Archon, Exarch into the racks up here. So
Okay.
Archon missiles first. 3s,
Okay.
3
Jonathan
1s, and
refocusing?
3s.
See if we can get rid of
Raptors,
these
4.
obsec.
This isn't the Archon, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess we
Oh, 1, please.
obviously shadow fielding.
Yeah, please.
Oh,
Okay,
he
good.
tanks it. Archon.
And then Exarch.
the one
Yes.
time the shadow field
You
sticks
betcha.
around.
We'll re-roll the quantity of 3 for 9. Oh, come on. 3s to hit. Real 1s. And 5s. Or 4s, right? Because they're not in +1 toughness yet.
Yep, correct, yep. Be turn
5
4,
ups.
so 5 ups. And then 5 ups.
Mhm.
Okay, 2 die.
Let's do...
I like that Jonathan's here
The racks.
focusing on these primary objectives, clearing off these infantry units.
And
Though I don't know if he's going to be able to get this last Akathist here. Maybe with a morale check. Since they aren't fearless yet.
And
Yeah.
then 5s.
5. Ugh.
Okay.
Okay.
There they are.
There's definitely the impetus to try to clear the
Let's
Talos in front of you, but
do
that's just
3
so
Dark
it's
Reapers,
just so
missiles
scary.
Here, Exarch into racks.
But if he can clear these backline objective holders, he can get back in on the game in primary objective.
Fail wound.
Sorry, the missiles into the Archon.
Into the
guns,
Archon,
yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You gotta fit one of these eventually. All right.
I refuse.
Man.
Exarch gets
Archon 10
shots.
for 10 so far?
7.
Is that right? What a
Threes,
absolute boss.
1s, and 4s. 3 more on the racks.
5s. And then 5s. Okay, that's good too.
2 more. Spirits here will pistol. We'll try to pistol that last rack. She hits. Crafters. No. Oh, I forgot to fire and fade again. Whatever. Too late now. It's not
You can do it. I don't mind. If you wanted
okay.
to fire and fight, I'm
yeah,
happy.
sure. She just wants to go to there.
I was going to Vector, then I've realised you've got no CP left, so it's all a bit late now.
Yeah. Let's do last Stark Reaper squad, same split. So Archon first. They all hit.
Yeah, I guess Jonathan
wounds.
forgetting his earlier fire and fade may have saved
You have to
him
roll
this
one eventually, right? No. No.
Oh my god, not like this. Oh
No.
my god, chat!
No. Okay.
14
I
for
will Vector
14.
fire and fight, by the way.
Fair enough. We'll reel the quantity for
Get
11.
out of here.
3s, real 1s, and a crafters.
Jeez.
And then
Well,
4s. I have a crafters
it's
left
the
still.
epic binary of the Shadowfield.
5 more.
Either you immediately fail, and that guy's immediately dead, or you just make him
We
fail.
killed
I
the last
believe.
rack. Yes,
Oh,
we
not
can.
quite.
Okay. Let's do Night Spinner. We'll shoot big gun at Grotesque and small gun at Talos.
Mhm.
So big gun first. How many shots? 5. 3s and 3s now. Yeah, because you're not in the +1 toughness. That many? No EP.
It's 3 ups.
3 ups, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Well,
Fives.
just one damage each though.
Okay, so it takes
I'll
one.
take one. Autark will throw a grenade at the Talos. Please get in the box. 2, 2s, real 1s, and 5s. The crafter's just 1.
4 up. 5 up. Okay, takes another one.
Deal a wound. Race here, we'll put D cannon into Talos. 1 shot. Hits. And crafters. No. And then the other D cannon into Talos, 2 shots. We hit both. And we move both.
So 5s.
Yep. 1.
Takes 1.
So 2 damage.
2. Takes 2.
So
Down to 1.
that was not enough damage. Alright. Well, that's the shooting phase done, so we will charge. So first race here is going to charge Draz and the Talos.
Okay.
Plenty. And then the other race here is going to charge just the Talos. Really hoping you don't fight last me. He's in. Autark will charge the Talos. He's also in. These guys can't charge, so yeah, that's all of my charges to be done. So we'll fight.
I'll try and fight last year right here with
Yep.
Drazar.
Of course.
Nope.
Oof.
All right. So
It's a blood
he's gonna
clench trying
attack
to roll.
Drazar with everything.
How many attacks you got?
4.
Before I put the time on me for a sec.
Yep.
He's got 4 attacks. He's hitting on 3s. He's wounding on 2s.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 4 up in one. This is not the Witch Strike guy, though, is it?
This is the Witch Strike guy. So
Oh,
basically-
okay, that is the Witch
yeah,
Strike
the
guy.
full
Okay.
health one was the Witch Strike. Yeah.
Okay, I
And-
feel like I'm going to lightning fast. Am I? Do I need it
Or
more?
do you want to
than-
re-roll a save?
Yeah, actually, you're right. Yeah, thank you. That's a much better idea.
Yeah.
You're a gentleman. Over to you.
Okay. So 3s, crafters. It wouldn't have helped.
We've done
2s.
nothing.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, Draz, what do you got? Good.
It's fine. Fails it. Reroll, I assume.
Yep, CPU reroll. Okay.
Fine.
Oh, he makes all his saves.
Oh, if only I got Jinx. If only I got
Drazar
Jinx.
survives.
Race here to Talos.
Oh no, chat.
Got 5. Gets on 3s.
It's all coming up Ferris right now.
And wounds on strength 10s with 3s. Alright, not many 5-ups. Oh.
Oh boy.
Alright, first one's gonna do 4 damage.
4.
Yikes. That was a lot of saves on that Talos unit as well.
Oh.
And then the last one does another 4.
Oh my god.
Oh, the Philopades!
These dice
We
are
kill
brutal.
8 Talos.
Let's kill that guy. Does he blow?
No.
Nope. Okay.
Alright, that's all my charges.
Autark. Oh, you got Autark.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Oh
He's
my
5
god.
swings on
Chats.
3s and 4s because he's strength 6 with the crafters.
Ferris just tanking
2,
these
-3.
raciers. No
We can
problem.
both of
Not a
those.
care in the world.
D3 each for 2.
Okay, takes 1.
Yep.
Cool. So then back to me, yeah?
Yep.
So, the Akathist obviously goes next.
Yes, you definitely want to start with him.
So 2s. And 4s.
Only 1.
1.
He lives. He takes him.
No, he's dead.
Is
Oh,
it
he's
2
a
damage?
good one. Oh, no,
Yeah.
no, it's 1. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
good. Okay, so...
He's gonna punch you.
Yep.
2 attacks. Both hit. 5s. With the crafters? No. Unfortunate. Alright.
So back to me.
Yep.
So Drazar into the Wraithseer.
Yep.
So I do his big swings. Oh no, it's pretty worth doing it separately. So 2s, re-rolling. And then it will be...
No, 2 hits.
Oh yeah, yep. And there'll be 4s re-rolling.
He's tough to see.
He's +1 to wound, so strength 6.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense, yeah.
So 4 -3.
5 ups. No, he's dead.
Okay. And then he'll come over to this one.
Drazar claims his first victim this fight phase.
Punch him.
Sure.
Oh my god.
Oh, Drazar's is ridiculous.
It's going to be, don't worry, all the Phoenix Lords are going to be as good as him soon.
I hope so.
Yeah, Chet, the Archon made 14 consecutive Shadowfield saves. He hasn't failed yet. He's still full health, to be fair. Drazar tanked a Wraithseer and then killed 2 of them.
Okay,
Wow.
So there's that.
Red Talos.
Yep.
So 2.
And I think Ferris has done what
Yep.
seems like was impossible
Kills him.
and pushed
That's it,
through the
Pretty
front line
much,
of the Sildari army.
Okay.
Still 2 or battle round and a half to go.
Nope, I think so.
Jonathan could certainly try to push through, but I think a second 15-point turn for
which
Ferris
one?
is going to be difficult for Jonathan to come back from.
The one
Oh,
game.
yeah, because
He lost like 4.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's 5 of them, yeah.
Yeah, it's always seemed like the Archon has a 98%er to roll a 1 in the first 3. Somewhere in the first like 2 or 3 Shadowfield saves. And he immediately rolls 1 and dies. But this is the 1% of the time where he's just like just refuses.
Yeah, because you have offset there, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we need to pick out these guys.
Yeah, that's not even taking into account that the Racier charged to Talos, and they made it scored 4 wounds. They made 2 damage ignores. Is that right? Or 2 invulnerable saves, and then one of them tanked it with the damage ignores. Well, this has gone south, chat, for Jonathan. And the Drazar and 3 Talos probably, I think, yeah, we probably clean a lot of these remaining Eldari artillery from the back line.
Can I get
here.
close? No, I definitely can't.
See if we can try to.
Okay, so I guess we just
characters
advance
dead.
that Black Talos.
Mm-hmm.
When the Archon went down, or the excuse me, the Autark went down too. Oh no, oh no, brutal.
13 over to there. Good desk.
So I don't know if Ferris has the firepower to kill the Night Spinner this turn, but I'm not sure it's going to make a huge difference. I think these Dire Avengers remain untouched. We maybe see if the Swooping Hawks stick around to get some more Retrieve Octarius data. But I think at the very least, all of this stuff is going to be engaged this coming turn. So Jonathan, yeah, without the CP to do a fallback and shoot. Rip.
I think he goes over here. So I was just going to move up here. Tell us to move a bit closer. And do I care about them? I don't think so. No. Okay, so I guess we'll get the artifact shot off. Cool. So shooting, then we got two heat lances going into the red Dark Reapers.
Sure.
It's 2 hits.
Twos.
2.
Right. 6 of saves. Wait, you lose 1.
3. Okay. Then we'll do
Sweet,
one
cover.
artifactor into the Swooping Hawks.
Delicious.
Hit. Wounds.
5 up. This is where the 5 will come now.
Oh.
Almost.
Just
Almost
when you
paid for
need it.
itself.
Okay, and then I think we'll just do some charges then. So, Archon into Dire Avengers.
I will set to defend and get +1 to hit in melee.
Woo woo!
Good stuff.
So,
Watch out.
go in there. Yeah. Yeah, just come in. Talos into the Farseer.
Sure.
Grotesque into the Spirit Seer.
Mm-hmm.
Talos into the Orange Star Avengers.
Yep.
Drazar into green, blue, and orange.
Yep.
Just push.
Okay, you can't interrupt. So let's start off with the Grotesque, I think.
Sure.
So he'll do his 5 attacks. Or I'd be better doing the other one. Yeah, I'd be better off doing the other one actually, because mortal wounds and wounding on 2s. So hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s. And 6 is 2 mortal wounds in
So
addition.
why does he have 6 attacks?
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
No worries.
No, it should be 4 attacks and then 1 extra with the
With the
monster's
cleaver. Yeah.
So
you just reroll.
yes, I just reroll. Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm sorry,
red
man.
is the cleaver. No worries.
Red's the cleaver, yeah.
All in. Ooh.
Yep.
So these.
Yep.
How much damage are they?
Just 1.
All right. Well, I may as well just reroll 1 because I can with my warlord trait, and she flies.
Okay. And then Talos.
Good job, Spirits here.
Sure.
Guess we do the.
She has a 5 against mortal, so probably. Well, I mean, you may as well make 1 attack with the flesh comet, anyways, right? Or the
or the Ichor Injector. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so we'll do the Ichor
We rolled
Injector.
more out for that guy last turn, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Ichor Injector hits. Just
1,
as 1.
5 up.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no worries. Takes it.
Just 1. And then 3s.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear. That's not very good.
Because she's -1 to hit, right?
They -1 with their stupid
he's
weapons.
okay.
So. Okay.
Lives.
Wow.
Do,
Other
Talos
characters
into
being
the
almost as
Star
tanky as this
Avengers.
Master Archon over here.
Yep.
So the mortal wound thingy.
Yep.
Really doesn't want to hit today.
No. I'll take it.
Just 1.
All right.
And
I'll take it.
then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 8. Check I've got the right number of dice. Keep cheating. Need to stop that. Is that 9?
I think it's counting this one. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
So 3s.
2s to kill. Yeah.
Oof.
Okay, then
the second line
Drazar
effective
5 on the greens.
Yeah.
Oh no, 7 on the greens. Sorry, do the small attacks.
That makes sense.
2s and 2s. Oh
Right.
yeah, I think they're dead because they're
They're
minus
dead,
4.
yeah.
And then, yeah, then the other unit. Yep, they're dead as well.
Yep. No, I have 6 of saves against these ones.
Okay.
Nope. It was worth a shot.
Oh, Drazar.
And here we'll go into them.
Can your
Totally
army
fine.
kill my Dire Avengers?
Totally fine.
I
Probably.
hope so.
Tom Sawyer, life
Lots of
flashing
ones.
before your eyes.
Lots of
Officially.
Black Heart reroll.
All the
Hey.
points.
3s to kill. Yeah, they're dead.
Oh my gosh. And the Dire Avenger's killed by the Archon. So we have some characters. Maybe this one Dire Avenger
Oh,
fights her
so
way out of the
that's-
Akafest.
Oh, you go
I can
first
punch
there
you
with the
back with
Exile.
my Dire Avenger.
Let's do
Let me
it.
kill you.
Take that
For
objective
2
back.
hits. 1 wound so far. 2
2
wounds.
wounds.
Uh-oh.
Please, for the love of God.
All
First
right.
one.
Goes through.
Feel
Does he
no
feel
pain?
no pain?
Hey,
He does not.
finally.
The Dire
My
Avenger takes the
primary.
objective.
Dagnammit.
Good
I
stuff.
should have charged the grotesque into him. I was getting
Too
pretty
greedy.
greedy.
And then Spirit Seer has 2 swings into you.
Oh, yeah.
2s, I think. Or does she hit on 3s? Let me find out. She hits on 2s. And then 2 wounds on 2s. 2 wounds.
5s.
D3 for 1.
1. Okay, goes through.
Farseer has 2 swings as well. 2s with the crafters and 2s. 2 more.
This is no AP though, right? So 3s.
Correct.
Yep, he's good.
Alright. And then last but not least, my Dark Reapers. There's no way I can hold this objective. So I'll just come up. 3 attacks.
So Jonathan gonna get a 5
crafters.
around primary
Good
for round
box.
5.
2 wounds on you. Take that.
He can
Drazar.
score 4 on Octarius.
He's good.
Okay.
Potentially 3 on it.
Cool.
3
So
on
it's you.
engage. So 7.
Alright.
Oh,
Maybe
you didn't pass it back to me.
Kills a Talos.
Yeah.
Okay. So a 2 CP. Oh, that would have changed everything.
Or no, you only had 1 because you re-rolled the save, right?
Did we? Oh yeah, we may not have taken that off. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. Okay, back to you. And yeah,
All right.
turn on you. So
Yeah, I just get 5 primary.
Get 1, 2, 3 strangleholds.
So the turn's
And-
pretty simple. Just run away to get engaged. They go there to get engaged. 6 inches up here is like here. So these guys just have to go into there. And then Rod.
Mhm.
And then Farseer. I probably don't get any more. Bring it down. Maybe if I can kill him. Or do I just take the extra point for engage on all fronts? You don't have movement. Could the Night Spinner have got in there? No. I mean, either way, it's 1 point, right? Whether I kill this or I get engaged, I may as well just get the engage. If it matters at the end of the day, probably doesn't. I guess she just goes there and she runs away. Actually, you know what? No, she's going to stay in melee. She's going to kill this guy. We're leaving her. Yeah, that's movement. Pretty easy move phase. Smite. Watch her perils and kill herself. No. She does 2 mortal wounds to the grotesque.
Oh,
There's
survives.
1 wound left. We're gonna pistol you to death. Just you wait.
You wouldn't dare.
Shooting. Night Spinner is just going to dump everything to the Talos. Or actually, you have a Talos here on 6. Let's put it in that guy. And the small guns, too.
I think we will max.
How many shots?
Right, chat?
4. I'll CP reroll that.
Because Ferris will score
7.
Oh,
That's
he won't
what
hold
I
this
need.
because of the diagram.
3.
Just kidding. He'll score 13 on it.
Alright, 3 hits and 3s. Oh my god. Alright, so 1 in your Vaughn, 1 in your army.
That's a good battleground.
5 up. Nope. And then
13
3 up.
Yep. And
13 is a
the
solid
5 up
second.
to an pain for
Anybody
that
would
one.
be happy with a 13.
Yeah, I'm not going to bother rolling the rest because I can't kill him anymore. Let's see if the Spirit Seer pistols you to death. She hits.
Yeah, I definitely scored 50.
1 wound at AP3. Not that it matters. Oh, fails the save.
Ah!
It's usually when you alpha
Yeah.
somebody and destroy them really quickly.
Alright, charge phase. He's going to charge.
Maybe we do
still
get
in
it.
Distance. He's in.
Get it.
We'll make our 2 attacks.
Maybe we do get our 15.
Actually, wait, no, 3 attacks because he's the objective guy. 3s. They all
Oh,
hits.
roll that for damage.
5s.
No.
For the crafters.
No.
Nada.
Not like this.
Okay. So I'll hit punch the Dire Avenger. X out back.
You know the Spirit Seer is going to kill you, right?
I don't care about the spirits. Jeez. He means nothing to me. So let me see if I can get the right amount of dice. Put time on me. So he is got 4 attacks with his flesh gauntlet. I guess I can split his attacks, right?
Sure can.
He says, like, before failing everything miserably. No, I will put it all into Dire Avenger.
Alright.
Yeah, that guy's 14 points.
So yeah, it's 2s. The red one is the monstrous cleaver.
Yeah.
Okay, all hit.
Oh!
Okay, all wounds.
He's dead. Right.
Yeah,
Mortal wound.
these are only -1.
But they
that's
do
minus-
mortal wound, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, more wounds.
There it is,
That'll
chat. The
My
max
Spirit Seer is going to
battleground.
punch you with 2 attacks. She hits both of them.
We found a way.
She wounds both of them.
So that's going to put Ferris at max points, right?
Ah, for
98
3 damage.
or 97.
I swear to God,
90.
if you make all these feel no pains.
Oh no!
Assuming that he can take care of the
Alright,
Farseer.
she's
Yeah,
just
Which
gonna-
I imagine 10
Come to Talos. Come to Talos.
No, I'm good.
You can score 13 on assassination.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the turn.
Spirit Seer kills the grotesque.
So I'll just get 3 more engage. And yeah, you put my rod up, and yeah.
Okay, and then just need, I guess, to try
Yeah.
and
You're gonna just see if you can kill the Farser, basically, with your racks and your...
advance the racks 1. Take him over 8.
You have a gun. He's a pistol. But you have to advance anyways to shoot it.
Show advance to homunculus. 3, 10.
May as well advance this rack
Archon.
too.
Comes over here.
Yep.
Kill this guy. Drazar would advance. He's not going to get there.
You can CP that if you want.
Yeah, I guess.
You
Oh
go
no,
up
I want
to
to.
2
I want to
CP.
save it for reroll wounds. I think.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Or is that 2 CP if there's? Oh,
If you have 2 CP. You're good.
Yeah, but I think I've got. It's 2 CP. Oh, I've got 2. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, and he can just. I'm sure
Yeah.
he'll be able to pick him up. Cool. So let's do an ossifactor at your Farseer.
Yep.
Oh, it misses. Okay, never mind.
Just wanna
Heat
keep my-
lance.
4
Heat
spirits here.
spirits here. 1 hits. 1 wounds.
Or he's okay.
It's good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay,
go.
charge the Talos into the Spritseer.
Mhm.
Yep, charge the Archon into Spritseer. Yep. Charge Drazar in? No, I
No.
don't think so.
No, she needed 11.
Needed the just cheeky 11. Okay, and then the Rax into the Farseer. Yep, Homunculus into the Farseer. Yep.
Yeah.
I think I can get them all in, right?
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Okay, so I'll do those first. So we got 9 guys. I'll spend my 2 CP to reroll wounds. So we got 18, 17, 18.
No, there's 10. I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
put anybody in the squad, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, but there's the
Oh,
sergeant,
but the
isn't it?
Akathis is different.
Yeah. So 2s, and then 4s re-rolling.
4 have been bombs. She's dead.
Cool. And then
That was
the
not the first two.
Yeah. That's one way to do it. Just kill your opponent's models.
the
when you kill space.
Talos, I guess we'll do. Yeah,
Yeah, just do an
injector.
projector, yeah. She's
Yeah,
dead.
hits. Cool.
Alright.
So,
And
I
there it
think that's
is.
Yep.
GG. Another point on the scoreboard for
13 there. Yep.
Value Town.
Okay.
Whoa.
2-1.
Yeah, I think. I mean, that
Congratulations
scoreboard does
to
not tell the
Ferris.
story of that game, though.
If anybody has any
mean,
questions
the
of
thing
players
is,
as you
though,
do the
is that,
wrap up
like,
here,
as
go ahead
soon
and throw
as
them in
even,
chat.
like a quarter of your army connects, it just kills my entire army.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
I
it's a tricky
think-
one. It's a tricky one because it's coming in those boxes, right? You are absolutely safe because I've got to come all the way around here to kill you.
Yeah.
But if you don't come up and start shooting me, then eventually I get around there.
Yes. I think
I really thought you were going to win it though. When you had that turn when I came out into the middle there, because you had a couple of really good turns where you took out loads of grotesques back here. And
yeah.
you picking up the racks and stuff. So yeah.
I think well, so I needed to not forget my fire and fade that one turn to get on that objective with the Dire Avengers, because then that would have stopped you from getting 7 points. And then I needed to kill that grotesque and kill the racks with the shining spears in melee, but they failed miserably. Because like if I still had those shining spears, then I would have body blocked Drazhar, and he might have still gotten in, but he probably wouldn't have gotten into two squads in that case.
Yeah, I rolled a pretty big advance from, which was quite important.
Yeah, but like, so my thought was, if I just grab some shining spears here, I was gonna like put them kind of like this, right? Like after the pylons and consolidates.
Yeah.
When he was like here, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, you have to go all the way around, and then it's a lot harder to get him here to get into 2 squads.
Yeah.
That was my logic there, and then, yeah, I needed to kill the racks and not lose 4 shiny spears, in the punchback.
Yeah, it's tricky because you almost need to, like, because getting all the Dire Avengers out and all the mass shuriken fire, that is like brutal, and that was absolutely tearing me to shreds. But it's like if you could get a way of doing it so you can have, you know, like a few ranks of Dire Avengers there, and then maybe enough of a screen. Because the thing is, the Talos do fly. They're the only thing that do fly, but they're pretty slow, especially you know with restraint on. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's, you know, blocking them out like this, and then just having all the Dire Avengers. Because the Dire Avengers are like, never thought I'd ever hear myself say this, but they're like your best unit against me almost, aren't they?
Yeah.
If they can go there, and then you can just line up all the Dire Avengers at the back, and you might get another round of shooting off at me.
Yeah, I guess I didn't have to charge the racks, right?
Yeah, because with shiny spears, I mean that's just such an expensive screen, but their lances are just. I mean, you are wounding on 3s or. Yeah, 3s against the racks, but. I don't know. I mean, yeah, you obviously know this list a lot better than I do, so. And yeah, like I said,
I mean, because
I really thought you'd got it. I really thought you got it. That term where I took forever debating what I was going to do. I was like, yeah, I think I'm lost here, but. Yeah, I mean, Thick City turns out it's pretty good.
Yes, it is.
Is Thick City good or is Drazhar good? That's the real question.
Both?
Yeah, Drazhar's quite good. Yeah, I put together this list just to see if it would work, and you know, I think I might be on something here. I
will say yours is better than the traditional, like the normal Thick City list into my list at least, because you have more OBSEC. Yeah, and the OBSEC isn't in 20-man blobs. But yeah, like I think the biggest thing for me is that like in this matchup I can't have a turn that spikes low, because if I do then I just lose.
Yeah.
You kind of need like everything to go.
Because even with Doom, you're looking for 5s on most of the time,
Yes.
for the shuriken and stuff like, which is always a bit like.
Yeah, and my first
Things
my first 3 turns were pretty good, and then I spiked low in the melee.
Yeah, and I had a good turn of advances and getting more charges in. So, and scatter lasers would be quite good.
Yeah.
Racks, but
then,
they're
like,
rubbish into everything
terrible
else.
in everything else. Yeah.
Good into grotesques.
Yeah, they're good to grotesque, but then then you play against
Space
anything
Marines
else.
Yeah.
Custodes, yeah.
You're not wrong.
I think I might get rid of some of the Talos and get more grotesques in, because I think the grotesques, especially on this sort of terrain, because the breachable. So you definitely did the right thing by targeting them down early.
Yeah, I'm also thinking of dropping the racers for that same reason. It's like it's like these L's or these U's, I guess, are just so hard to maneuver around with vehicles.
You might be an argument for bringing in some D-cannon platforms.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah,
you can put them there, and you can surround them with Dire Avengers, and no one can get at them. And then you've got 3 D-cannons getting with expert crafters.
And you get 2 D-cannons for the price of 1 racer.
Yeah. What is it? Yeah, 40 points more for 3, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's 40 points more. Yeah, 210 for 3, and then it's 170 for a single racer.
Yeah. I still think this rug needs to be 5 inches tall, though.
I will say, I think this map is way too exposed as well, personally. But
I mean,
I don't know.
Drukhari didn't need the help, so.
No, they didn't.
They did okay.
Yeah, that was a good game, though. Really enjoyed it. And, good opponent. Pleasure to play against you, sir.
Yes, you as well.
Yeah, thanks, you guys. Ferris, congratulations on taking it down. 2-1 for Value Town so far. We'll see if Twimu can come back in the last 2. I'm excited.
I believe in Jack and Ash.
Yeah. What's the next game?
Next one is going to be Scoutgate versus Dylan. So Orcs versus Grey Knights.
Yeah. When's that? Tomorrow.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. That'll be
I should know that, really.
So yeah. Anyway, thank you guys.
Nice one.
This is a good one.
Yeah. Thanks, Trevi. Good luck in the Invitational as well, Jonathan.
Thanks.
Yeah, sad we're not seeing you there.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be okay. It'll be good.
Next time.
You can watch.
I'll win it next time.
There you go.
Big talk.
You heard it now. You heard it here first, folks.
I believe. With the new Craftworld Codex, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Very excited about that.
Easy. Well, there'll be a new Space Marine Codex. It's the most broken thing ever printed by them.
Yeah, what was going on with that?
All right. Thanks, guys.
Nice one.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks. Cheers. Bye.
All right, chat. That's going to be it for us today. Let's close things out. I'll be live again tomorrow. That is going to be at... Let's pull up my schedule here. That'll be at 13:30 U.S. Eastern, so basically when this stream started. Hopefully we don't have any internet issues, which is what was going on earlier today. Unfortunately, we had the stream scheduled for 1 p.m. Eastern time, and then my internet cut out. So we found a way. Life found a way. Anyway, I'll see you then there, chats. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Have a good one.